Bum 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 bum. Pirates of the Caribbean. It's not what we're playing today. It's Battlefield 5 or V or line slanted with another line slanted towards it. Whatever you want to go with, that's what we're playing today.
You're nailing it.
Oh, what was that, Kevin?
I'm saying you're nailing it. Keep going. Sorry.
Absolutely nailing it. Be sure to like the stream. I think subscribing is something we usually ask too. I mean, if you want to. A lot of people choose not to. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't. There's lots of cool perks here, but you know, you do you. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Most of the views come from like search results and stuff, but you know,
yeah.
I think it's an arbitrary number that shows growth and stuff like that, so that's probably good. If you didn't know and you're wondering who this other disembodied voice is, that's Kevin.
Hey!
Yeah. And I gotta say, I did an overlay thing with that mysterious face thing that we used for that video. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, awesome. Okay. I'm just gonna keep that as my Discord picture for a while. I think that's hilarious. I'm gonna even make it my gamer pick.
I love it. And you know what's cool about it? Open source.
Yeah, right? Like,
You can use it for whatever. Anyways, guys, tomorrow's the big day. We've got an Xbox predictions video coming out, talking about like the Xbox Game Showcase. It's like an hour long. Kevin's there, Mitchell's there. We're just gonna be chatting. I actually think during the stream, the Halo TV episode review should be out in like 45 minutes.
Yes, sir.
So you might want to watch that. And then yeah, tomorrow will just be the Xbox predictions video. And then I have to stream something tomorrow, right? And then it's the sponsored stream.
Ooh, yeah.
Am I correct on that? Because it's Thursday now.
Is it Thursday? Oh. What's the date today?
Yeah, because this would be the Wednesday night stream. Tomorrow would be the Thursday night stream.
Okay.
And the other one would be the Friday night stream.
Okay.
And I know that makes no sense to you guys, but it's when we start. That's what I consider this stream to be a part of. Some people are just like, this is nonsense, and this is like, it's nonsensical, yes. Yeah. Yo, hello there. Is Battlefield 5 worth it? I mean, it's cool. It's on Game
A little
Pass.
late to jump on the hype train, but always come play. It's fun.
I mean, there's, what, 12 full lobbies, and it's like midnight here. Eastern time it'd be like 2 a.m. I mean, it's not,
No, that's
not
fair,
exactly
yeah.
dead. And there's never a bad time to play on Wake Island.
No, never. Some say it's doing better than 2042. No, I'm joking.
Oh,
No.
well, you could probably do the literal math on that.
Alright. Let's go off the Steam charts. That's apparently the way we measure gaming now.
Yes,
No.
if you're not big on Steam, you suck.
Yeah,
Steam is life, apparently. I do wish we had access to those numbers. You realize that there was a certain point where we just, like, stopped doing that in games?
the full, like, player counts and all that.
Well, I remember, like, Halo 3, COD 4, World at War, all those CODs had, like, number counts, so you could see all the people that were online, and...
Wasn't it literally at, like, the bottom for the old CODs? Yeah. Like, it would
Yeah.
tell you how many players were online. Yeah.
And it's just, like, at a certain point, they're just like, we're not doing that anymore. I don't know, I'd like to have comparable data, so we actually knew how popular stuff was, but then again, the companies probably don't want us to know that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. And then I was so pissed yesterday because the Fallout stream disconnected because the internet maintenance has been ongoing, which will probably happen tonight again because, you know, why not?
Right?
My parade. But yeah, so it cut out the stream, and then when my internet reconnected, it actually started my Xbox Game Showcase live stream, so that video is now wasted and I have to delete it. And, yeah, I felt traumatized. It's pretty great. So now I have to remake that video. Now, if anybody put a notification on that video, now they won't be notified because that video doesn't exist anymore. Oh, man. What do I do, Kevin? What do I do?
You be the best you can. No, I don't know.
High levels of emotional trauma. Just want my work to work. I never thought that being unable to work at times would be really extremely frustrating.
I just like the idea that you call Telus and you're like, do you know what you're doing to me?
Oh,
Just have like the receptionist guy like, what?
just wait an hour to call them and talk to them.
Yeah.
You know what you do is you complain on Twitter, and then they give you a thing that you type in or whatever, and they'll call you in 24 hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a smart way to do it. I did that last time because it was out this week, but then it was working that night, and the next day it was down again. I'm like, oh, you've got to be freaking kidding me. So, yeah. Tourist Bus Simulator is out. So you're saying I should request Tourist Bus Simulator for review. What was that Euro Truck Sim people wanted me to review at one point? Can't remember what that is.
Just like Truck Simulator or something? Or?
Yeah, you like literally drive like tourist
My cousin
trucks.
played that, and it really confused me. Like,
maybe he just wanted to explore his truckality.
maybe, ooh. Truck Curious.
Truck Curious. Who did he start having bumper stickers on his vehicles?
That would be funny, yeah.
You got a cap? No, plaid shirt?
That's funny.
Is it the cap or the plaid shirt? Yeah.
It's like total stereotype, you know, trucker, like, I love that.
Yeah.
I just think that would be funny, like, Tourist Bus Simulator, like, I imagine you're, like, going through tours of, like, certain areas or something.
Yeah, I actually might like that. And on your left, we have the Hollywood Boulevard. Did we film the predictions video? Yeah, it comes out tomorrow. It's all edited and all ready to go. I mean, I didn't really edit anything. I literally snipped the endings, threw on some overlay crap, and rendered it, so... I don't think we had anything to cut, did we?
I don't believe so. We had the one little stoppage and...
yeah, but that was...
Yeah, that was alright. Yeah.
Over. There might have been like a minute or two where somebody said something that was like... you know, kind of like confusing or something, but I didn't cut any of that. I just kind of left it.
No? Okay.
Yeah,
I just, next time we do that, I'm looking up everything, even the stuff we didn't know. There was like the two, like, different games you asked me, and it was like, oh man, I have like nothing to say. Like,
it's fine if you don't have anything to say, just, you know,
I guess.
Hold on that one, I guess, is the biggest thing.
I just love the, alright, so what are your thoughts, Kevin? It's like, my thoughts are your thoughts.
My thoughts are your thoughts. Couldn't say. Not a clue. That's fine. I love talking about that stuff anyways.
Yeah.
But, yeah, then we sped run something. Next year, we're gonna live stream it. Yeah.
Yeah, you were saying that. That was funny, right?
I expected a 20-minute video. We ended up with an hour video. We're just gonna stream it next year. It makes no sense not to. Like, we were like 40 minutes in. I was just like, we're too far in now, but... You know what I'm saying? Funny. Like, damn,
yeah.
That would have made a lot of sense to live stream. And we said that last year, too.
Yeah, it was funny when Mitchell was saying that, when he was like, I swear he said this last year. But...
yeah, no, next year we are definitely going to stream it instead of just doing a video thing on it. Oh, Kevin's here. Someone says hello to you. That's a lucky guy.
Oh, hi. Ooh.
What do I think of the Warzone event? I've not played yet. Kevin, you didn't play it either, did you?
The Warzone? No, I haven't. Honestly, the last time I really went into Warzone was when we were all playing that during COVID. Like, the hot...
Good times.
Yeah, I don't know. I just played with friends the whole time, right? Like.
Well, we'll get back into it when Warzone 2 comes out this year.
Warzone 2, eh?
Next gen only.
So... what? Will you be able to hop on Warzone and Warzone 2? It's not like they're getting rid of Warzone for it?
Separate games, I guess.
Interesting. I just wondered, would that, like, segment the player base or something?
Last geners stay with Warzone 1, and we get a pristine next-gen version of Warzone.
Oh, I hope things like that
new
start
map and
happening.
everything.
It's about time we leave the last geners behind. You know who you are.
Well,
No,
they announced Gotham Knights? Is that what it's called?
Is that? Okay.
Yeah, they canceled the last gen versions.
Nice.
Yep. I was happy about that. It looks pretty good. I watched the video last night after the stream because everybody was like, "Did you watch it?" And I was like, "I didn't bother with it." And
Cool.
it looks fine. It doesn't like really look next gen, but at times I'm like, this, you know, it's a fully rendered city. There's like not like any loading or anything. I noticed. Looks visually pretty good. I'm like, yeah,
That's pretty
this
cool.
is nice. But oh,
It's my. Oh,
sorry. Like so you know, I didn't want to watch the Avatar trailer, right? Avatar 2.
Yes.
No interest at all. Guess what they played before the Doctor Strange movie?
Oh, the Avatar trailer? That's hilarious.
Like, I don't care about any of this at all, and it's just... Anyways, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say about the last gen. It was funny. My one buddy was talking about it, and I was like, "Man, just get a new gen." We were playing hockey, all of us together, and we couldn't find a match late at night. We're like, "We bet we could find a last gen lobby, or whatever." And he was like, "No way, man! I'm not gonna like switch over for a while. I'm gonna get my money's worth out of this last gen." I was like, "You've already gotten your money's worth, dude. Like,
if you haven't at this
years.
point, you just haven't been playing.
Right?"
Just tell me he's
But
holding
that-
us back.
For real, right? But that Avatar trailer didn't build up the hype or anything?
It's just a bunch of blue Pocahontas people with new animals in the water.
That's funny.
Like, it looks nice, but I'm just like, I just don't have any interest in that universe.
How many more Halo vehicles do you think they'll copy in this one?
Oh, at least it does more. Well, I think they're writing
At
more
least-
animals. I don't. I think it's gonna be the same movie as last time, but just like new
Yeah?
tribe, new human faction.
Okay.
Papyrus, I know
'Cause-
what you did.
Is
It's like futuristic, but tribal.
it? You know, I told you about that when I was in theaters, right? When I was watching it, me and a couple buddies went to go see that in theaters because everyone was hyped. Oh, you gotta see Avatar. I've seen it 20 times. I was like, all right, I'll go. And then when I'm sitting there watching this, I'm like, that's a pelican. Literally,
Yes.
they're flying into, you know, I'm like, that's a pelican. And then when the big fight happened and they flew in on their little helicopter things, I was like, those are hornets.
Yeah.
You know, like, at least the mech warriors weren't from Halo or whatever. Kind of Matrixy, but yeah, like...
Studio probably
believe
had
there
all
wasn't
those
a copyright
leftover
issue on that, man.
props, and they're like, we're just gonna repurpose this.
Right? Like, I don't know. It was funny.
Yeah. I'm glad you liked the channel there, Laurie. Did you rebrand yourself again? Laurie's going through a lot of changes. Arkham
Laurie
Knights
can't
looks
stay put.
impressive, and it's 30. Yeah, I know it sucks that it's 30 FPS. Arkham Knights looks better than Gotham Knights, you think? That's interesting. Now, I was under the impression that Gotham Knights was going to be a 4-player co-op game, so I was a little disappointed when they said it's only going to be 2 players. And why did they show off just Red Hood and Nightwing? I was kind of hoping we get to see Batgirl in action, because I think her costume looks frickin' stellar. Who's the other character with them? Do you know who the 4th one is?
Negative. I'm sorry.
Crap, it's Red Hood, Nightwing. What's the other wing guy called?
Chicken wing? No, sorry, that's a bad
Chicken
joke.
Wing. I don't know,
That's...
like, what are the different Batman Gotham? I'm gonna look this up because I'm a little... Because I was hoping, you know, this with being a big, like, 15-minute gameplay reveal that we would get to see, like, you know, all the characters in action, right? Because I was kind of like, oh, it'd be really cool to see, you know, the different characters and see what they're like, because I haven't really watched much of it, right? Does anybody know who has the marketing for this game? Nightwing, Batgirl, Robin, and Red... Oh, Robin, duh. Duh. Like, really? How did we not come up with that, Kevin?
That's why they skipped me. I know Batman, man. And, interesting,
Robin,
they
we
showed...
Like,
Oh, Robin, that was the one. Sorry, I missed that. That's hilarious. That's how forgettable Robin is. Well, isn't Red Hood technically another Robin or whatever?
they're all
Robins?
trading monikers and...
Are they? Okay.
Yeah, but they all become their own characters, and they all have their own stories
Interesting.
and everything like that. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I remember there was that hype up of this comic someone showed me, and it was like, Robin dies in this one. And it's like, hasn't that happened like 3-4 times?
Yeah, there's
You know,
like
like-
several different Robins that get
Robins,
killed.
yeah.
It's weird when he doesn't die.
Right. Well, you think they would have showed Batwoman more. I remember my gal loved the DLC in one of the Arkham games. Can't remember which one it was. But you got to play Batwoman?
I don't know.
Or is it only-
Batgirl, Kevin.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
She's not a woman yet, but she's getting there. You're sure Gotham Knights will have performance mode? I hope it just has a 4K 60 mode. I mean, it's next gen only. It should just have 4K 60. There shouldn't be two modes. I mean, like, you know what? I'm okay with two modes. If it's like, hey, we're doing like a native 4K 30, and it's like all the juice-ins and the full textures. You know, ideally, if they could do 3 modes, native 4K 30, native 4K 60 with all of the flourishes, but you know, it's a VRR only mode, and then like a 4K 60 that actually like runs really good. I would, that would be ideal, I think. Yeah, I revived somebody, but did a flip and ended up with a different gun. So, cool. Cool. I don't know, have you watched any of that game at all? Any interest?
No, I haven't seen it, and I haven't had too much interest in them. I've wanted to play them, but like, literally, that's my girlfriend's game. She loves those ones, those and the Assassin's Creed, so I probably will end up buying it. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, so you're saying I'll have to drop you and have her join the live stream instead?
actually, probably, right? No,
Kevin's had a big.
It'll go on and on. You'll know everything there is to know about Batman, even the stuff you didn't care about, Andrew.
Well, it's stuff you didn't care about.
No,
well, now you know, Kevin. But it's neat. It's gonna be Court of Owls. Batman's dead. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we all believe that.
Right? That's like the Avengers game when Captain America dies in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Dead.
Anyways. I don't know. I just think it's kind of it's neat because I think the idea there, you know, obviously they're the 4 main characters, but I don't think I'd be too shocked if they maybe added other Bat people as like DLC or something. You know, like I don't think that would be too out of the question.
I think we need a 10-year Batman game.
Oh yeah, that's what we want. No new Batman.
Yeah, right.
Game.
No,
It's the same Batman game being recycled over and over again. Anyways, guys, it's been a while, or whatever. Be sure to like the stream. Subscribing's great, donation's cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Get cool perks like the emotes and all that stuff. We unlocked the Costco hot dog emote. I don't plan on really being able to unlock any emote anytime soon, so I'm just coming off that Costco hot dog high. And alternatively, Patreon option. Yeah, plans start like $2, not too bad. Streaming daily, so there's always something going on. Will there be network issues? Who's to say? And
stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Oh, gamerheadquarters.com if you like the written word. What can I say? Right. It's like the skooma reviews there, but you can read it.
But you can read it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Really?
If you know how to do that.
If you, yeah, that's my favorite joke. Jokes you can read.
How has Kevin been as of late?
I've actually had a really brilliant day. My hockey team is winning in their series currently, and I'm a couple drinks in. So yeah, I'm having a wonderful day.
Good for you, Kevin. My team blew a 3-0 lead. And lost 5-3.
I still love your story, man. When you're like, "Oh, this game's fine," and then you come back later and you're like, "What?" You know.
Couldn't even believe it. I'm like, "Oh, I don't have to watch today."
Oh, that's awesome, man. It's good old hockey.
False sense of confidence there.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, and people ask if I don't have confidence in life. When I bring that level of confidence, and that's what happens.
That's right. That's awesome.
Yeah, that kills me. Why not a Superman game? Well, you should go play Superman 64 and then come back and say you want a Superman game.
Why did that one blow?
You haven't heard the story of Superman 64?
No. It was bad?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is something you have to watch a video on.
Yeah?
That's the only way they
I
can
have to watch it. Whoa, okay.
truly showcase the magic that is
that
Superman
bad.
64.
When was this released? Is this like old? Or?
Nintendo 64.
Oh, Nintendo. Oh, so, okay.
It's a classic.
Thank you for the revive. The classic, eh?
Yeah, it will.
Classic meme, or
I think some games are beyond memeing.
So, oh wow, okay.
You know, whenever they're like, "Oh, this game just needs to add like circle rings in the sky to fly through,"
Yeah.
that's what they're making fun of.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's a long-term gaming joke that has persisted through the era.
That's interesting. Are we getting a Wonder Woman game?
We are actually, and I am
That
quite
should be
intrigued because that's the people
Yeah.
who make the Shadow of Mordor or whatever. That's Monolith working on that.
Okay.
I did hear a worrying report that apparently Traveler's Tales is really struggling. They got one more Lego game they're working on, and then after that, apparently Warner has lost the Lego license. So they are trying to justify themselves as a company by pitching new IP ideas, but none of them are taking off with Warner Brothers.
Interesting.
I'm a little sad if that's the end of the Lego games.
That would have to carry on through another company, though, no? Like someone would buy
has the
that.
license apparently, and they're making sports Lego games.
Try to get those kids in.
Yeah, they're doing NBA 2K Lego or something.
Okay.
So we're losing the Lego games.
Like Madden with that big Brady contract signing. He's just gonna go do like Lego games and stuff.
That guy's got freaking cash. Oh, they teased they're doing Lego Transformers. I'm kind of excited.
Oh,
they're doing
that would be fun.
An Optimus Prime Transformers character build or something.
That's neat.
I think I should try not to buy it. I'm gonna try my best not to, but it's probably gonna be amazing. I bet you it transforms in everything. And it'll cost hundreds of dollars. I don't know.
You know how funny that would be, though, to watch like it come out of the semi-truck into Optimus Prime Lego style, though. Like,
they teased it like it's happening, so I don't know. And they called it a mega build, so I don't know what this monstrosity is gonna be. But all I know is it's gonna cost a lot of money. Have you bought Lego anytime recently?
no, but I was gonna pick up that Lego Star Wars. I've heard nothing but wonderful things from you and like other friends.
Oh, the game. I'm talking about actual Lego.
Oh, actual Lego. That's hilarious.
Yeah, real Lego, man.
No,
you can hold and
real.
build.
Yeah, in the physical reality of things. No, sorry. No, I haven't actually in like forever.
Oh my God,
I got one buddy that does that a lot. I thought that's what you were talking about this whole time, the Transformer Lego game. I was like, that'd be so neat. Like, it would work, right? Yeah, like, I don't know, it would be really cool.
That'd be awesome. Somebody get over to 2K or Take Two.
I mentioned that.
Oh my God. No, but they're doing a real Optimus Prime.
Okay. No, that's neat. Why not?
I
don't know why you would have everything. You know. Well, it's Lego.
Lego is so expensive these days, though.
Yeah.
Costs you an arm, a leg, and a soul.
Some of those are really neat looking. Like my one buddy does. He actually buys like lots of Legos, and he's got his X-wings and everything. You know.
Yeah, my mother.
He's got more than that. Yeah.
She does the
that's
modulars.
Cool. They're fun to build. Like I could totally see where you just sit there like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Legos. You know.
She's got a huge roller coaster in the living room. In her living room. It's just so big.
Really? That's hilarious.
It's great. Alright, let's see some comments here that we are missing. They sure owed Batgirl and Robin last year. Well, I wanted to see them with this next-gen version. DC Avengers game? Microsoft needs to stop catering to last gen. Well, there's a lot of money there.
Do they ever?
But yeah, they do need to. And that's starting this year. Redfall, Starfield, they did Flight. Like, they're doing the next gen, guys. It's coming. Oh, here we go. Liam is literally like, they tried that with the N64. It was awful with a laugh face for Superman. That kills me. He knows what's up. I can't believe you don't know the legacy of Superman 64, Kevin.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna check that out after this stream. I remember you making jokes about like, why don't they add rings, and that's a joke to that, but I never thought that, which is really sad because personally to me, I could see like if you literally made it that you're a god flying around, what's his name, Metropolis or whatever,
Yeah,
that
that's the
like I
place.
don't know, that would be kind of fun. That's where I think like Wonder Woman's gonna be really fun. But the idea that that game is ruined or whatever, 'cause
Oh,
it's
Kevin.
something Nintendo 64 did, that's hilarious, man.
It's
I'm gonna have to check that
legendary.
out. It's that bad, eh?
Like, when was the 64? How long has that been? 20 something years they've been making
Yeah.
ring jokes? Like, that has had staying power.
Right.
Yeah. Anytime there's flying in rings, it's like, oh, you're doing Superman 64. Let's see. Kevin needs to implement that hockey body. I don't know if he's motivated for that.
Yeah, no, I wish. A younger version of me, sure. No, no.
You're saying Saints Row 4 is a good example of what a Superman would be. It would be boring. I love Saints Row 4 because it's just like absolutely balls to the wall ridiculous.
They get sillier as time goes on, right? That first Saints Row is like, it's a lot of jokes and it's really funny, but it's kind of serious, I'd say. Yeah, it's really serious. And then
So is
the second one still serious, yeah. And then the third one go a little off the rails and like Gat Out of Hell and like Saints Row 4, total
Balls to
like
the wall.
mean, you know, yeah, like jokes.
But I like Saints Row 4 for what it is. It's just hilarious. It honestly is just funny. It makes me think. Okay, so we did the predictions Xbox video, right?
Yeah.
Mitchell and his swearing, so I have to put that in my like monetization notes.
I thought that was bold of him to whip that out. I was like, holy.
Oh, these Fs. What are you? It's like they're giveaways
Yeah.
on the streams.
I'm scared.
It's like
Yeah.
whatever.
No.
But when we do the videos, I have to fill out a form.
Oh, do you? That's funny.
Every video I have to fill out a form. It says like what's in this video. And
Yes,
stuff.
I cursed. No, you know.
Yes. You have to pick adult, or not. It's not adult content.
Oh,
Did you know that passionate kissing is like you can get demonetized for passionate kissing?
For passionate kid. Oh, America, work on your game, man.
Seriously,
No,
they changed
you
it
know,
though.
like, for
Before it was
real,
no
okay.
kissing. Now you can do
Oh,
non-passionate
passionate
kissing.
Yeah. Holy.
Honey, can you give me your best non-passionate?
A kiss, right?
See, guys, there's a little bit of affection there, but not enough to become
Yeah.
demonetized.
You can kiss someone on YouTube. You just can't look like you love the person you're kissing.
Yeah.
No, you know, like.
See, after she did that, the level of indifference.
Yeah, right. Like, that's so weird. Oh man.
Let's just say we'll both go to bed tonight,
Yeah.
indifferent about our lives.
And go, yeah, in different rooms, you know, yeah.
Uh,
Keep everything safe and clean. That's so weird how, like, some of those YouTube rules literally seem like come out of, like, 1930, you know, like...
it's because of
That's
the
so funny.
Americans. And before you guys are joking that we're hating on the U.S., that's literally where these rules come from.
The
We're under
rules,
US
yeah.
jurisdiction or whatever on that stuff.
That's so funny.
Yeah. What is it? They finally started, the IRS or whatever in the U.S. finally started cracking down on YouTube. So now there's all this extra tax crap I have to deal with it year to year. Thank God
really?
we have a treaty with them.
Right.
I'm not kidding. They take, I think if you're in India, they take 30% now of your profit.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, because they don't have a treaty. But we have a treaty. So as long as I don't make a movie, if I make a movie, they take 10%.
That's almost not fair to other parts of the world, though, eh?
And the government should have made treaties.
Rich, I guess, sucks to suck, right? That's all you're left with.
Yeah, if you want to use a U.S. platform, you gotta abide by the U.S. rules. That's
Yeah.
that's how it works, right? Like, I mean, that's what we deal with. But like, yeah, man, because you get, what is the profit split? They take 55%. I get 45%. I think is the number. So you would lose another. Would you lose 30% of that, or would you lose 30% of your total? No, you'd lose 30% of that because it's a tax on your earnings, not a tax on your potential earnings. There is a difference, guys, if you don't quite get that, because it'd be 30% off the whole number is more than 30% off of the 45%. That makes sense, right, Kevin?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Some people don't think of percentages like that, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was a lot of people that were complaining about it, and I'm just like, oof, good thing we got a treaty. Unless I make a movie.
Let's see. So, like, what? You're gonna get taxed heavier if you do the Sky Captain, the movie?
Yeah. If it's released as, like, a film, I guess, or something, it's 10% on whatever.
Okay, has anyone done that yet? Because it seems almost like a brilliant idea, but cheesy. Like, your favorite YouTuber or streamer that, you know, blah, 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 the movie.
I feel like
or
some
whatever.
have.
Yeah?
Rooster Teeth had some movies.
Yeah, okay.
But it wasn't like Rooster Teeth the movie. I think it was like Laser Team, and they did like a horror film, which was kind of fun. The movie.
Yeah, coming to theaters near you. Sky Captain. Like you've never seen him before.
Oh, come on. We could do a hilarious comedy with me as like
Oh,
a
we
captain type character.
absolutely
Although I
could,
think there would be
dude.
some real legal issues with literal Sky Captain.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
You know, Sky Captain
Sky
in the World of
Captain
Tomorrow.
5. Yeah.
Yeah, there would probably be some legality issues around that.
Just to clarify, not Sky Captain, but Sky Captain 5.
I guess if you do it as a parody,
or something.
technically you're protected by law of the U.S. or whatever. It's just ridiculous.
I'm just thinking of all the things you could do. The movie could literally start where it's like, okay, I've been planning this for months. You know, this is good to go. Kevin, Joel, are you ready to stream? And then, like, I'll give you a call and I'll be like, dude, it's not even downloaded. And Joel will be like, oh, that was today? You know, or something like.
Oh, I hate scheduling things with people. My life is just like, I just gotta do more things by myself. I'm just trying to do the whole Doctor Strange movie and get the family involved for that one. Oh man,
That's awesome.
I can't even. I don't even want to go.
I want to write the script for this, dude. I think you'd have no curse words in the movie till like Mitchell walks out one moment, drops an F-bomb, and
That's
walks
Joel that
away or
does all the
something.
swearing.
Yeah. Is it? Yeah, either way, I just think it would be funny.
Yeah, Joel's funny for that though in the streams. Just going off, and I'm just like, well, there's all the swears for the stream. Superman 64 was the 29th of May 1999. I love how you have that on demand to bring up. Time for a new one by Rocksteady. Am I wanting to passionately kiss my squad mate? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Are you truly squad mates if you don't passionately kiss them? Like, let's get for real here, people.
But let's just be real here. We have to follow
the
monetization rules, so it wouldn't be a passionate kiss.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Would not be passionate.
No.
If anything, we'd have to show a level of disinterest.
That's too good, man.
And you know, again, you might be thinking this is like a joke or something. You can literally look up the policies for YouTube monetization. Right. There's a lot of really fascinating things about that. I had to do the self-certification on Peach Beach Splash, or Senran Kagura Peach Beach Splash on PS5, and I was like, I had to technically somewhat demonetize myself because I'm like,
really?
It's very suggestive. I don't know what's gonna happen when my Dead or Alive Extreme Volleyball 2 video comes out.
I can't believe you didn't get demonetized for your V-neck.
Oh, the sexy V-neck? No, that's cool.
Yeah, sexy V-neck.
As long as your clothing fits the setting. So I could be like pretty suggestive outfit as long as I was in a setting like a hot tub or a pool. Yeah. But the V-neck is just like, I mean, it's a regular clothing outfit.
I just want that joke of someone sitting here reading the rules and like, who writes this? And then it cuts to like YouTube headquarters and there's some old lady like, that kiss was too much. You know?
Much.
Yeah.
Ruined all the fun. Why'd Filet put a hand lotion, hand emote, hand lotion, hand emote, hand lotion, hand emote? That's no way that's happening to like T-Series. This is a legitimate tax thing. So these, see, the thing is though, and seriously, this is a tax ruling, right? So this is not like YouTube wanting to do this. This is like the IRS coming in and I'm sure they, you know, if you're big enough, I'm sure you can make agreements or you could have some sort of tax set up where it's like, oh, they're from India, but, you know, their business is not located. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure if you have enough money, you can get around stuff, right? Like, that's what rich people do. That's why you have accountants and stuff. Any news of a new Battlefield? Yeah, it's supposed to be 23, right? Sky Captain in the crazy world of YouTube. That's where it is. Joelle swears and she wants to be an elementary school teacher. Oh yeah, I guess she did, didn't she? Yeah. I mean, you can do that and also be able to handle kids. I've known like quite a few women that do the whole teacher type thing. I find that fascinating. Teachers and hairstylists. That's the trends I've noticed among people I know.
That's interesting. I don't know any hairstylists.
What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, no, you are completely wrong. I don't know a hairstylist. What am I on about? My bad.
Wow. I'm going to tell her you said that.
Shows how much I think about these people. No, sure.
Yeah, seriously. But it's like, yeah, I can like list off like several women I know that like do the teacher thing and stuff like that. It's a very noble.
I know a couple that want. Oh yeah, well, I know a couple gals that want do like photography and stuff like that, which I thought was
photography.
Yeah, tons. Yeah,
which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the photography stuff and that. It's a neat thing. But yeah, a lot of them pursue that. I noticed on the dating apps recently a lot of like nurses.
Yeah, so I wanted to bring that one up, but I almost felt like that was too obvious. A lot of nurses, yeah.
Lots of nurses on the dating apps. Now, I wonder if they're all on the dating apps because it's harder to date when you're in that field. Because it's pretty demanding, that field. Like, it's, again, a very noble profession, but... Like,
oh, absolutely. Anything medical, right?
Yeah, but it's very demanding. Especially if you do medical in Canada, because it's not like... I mean, you do get definitely paid well, and it's not always needed for the field, but... You know, it's not like the US where it's profit-driven, right?
Yeah. Well, I was thinking, too, I wonder if we see more of that amongst our generation because, you know, given circumstances lately and everything, you know? Been more of a demand for that.
Could be. I mean, there should be more of a demand, but...
Obviously,
yeah. There's all this stuff about everything. Everything's a pain. Does Kevin have his beef jerky and Mountain Dew tonight?
Not Mountain Dew... And if you find any beef jerky, let me know. No.
Next Battlefield 2024. I heard, wasn't the investor meeting, they said 2023. The next one?
I don't remember. I think I just remember you.
Battlefields. Sorry, what, Kevin?
Yeah, oh, sorry. I was butting in on what I don't know. I was just saying I didn't know either, yeah.
Yeah, from what I understand, 2023 is going to be one, not DICE, but like the secondary company is going to do like a hero Battlefield game or some crap. Who knows, maybe they'll scrap it because they're scared, I don't know. But yeah, that's what I was hearing. I don't know, maybe that's the innovation Battlefield needs, is something really different.
Out there.
I don't know, I'm not in charge of things, I just review stuff.
Okay.
It's true.
It is. Yeah. It's the safe answer too.
Yeah. I kind of wish they would have done another campaign instead of the Pacific.
I was really hoping for like Italy. It was kind of funny when you mentioned during Enlisted that a lot of the World War II shooters kind of do North Africa now because it's not necessarily as covered as, say, like Western Europe. But I was thinking, when's the last time we got a good Italian front game?
Sniper Elite 4, my friend.
Oh, yeah, there you go, right? But, like, it's so refreshing when you do that, right? Like,
and now
Mafia 2.
5 going. I don't know.
Yeah.
All I do know is it's the perfect time to like the stream. Subscribing's great, donation's cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Alternatively, Patreon option, streaming all the time. Lots of fun. Too much fun. Let's see. Sky Guy has a better ring to it. That's funny. This Sky Captain Phil. Dun 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 dun. And I think we're caught up on questions. Sounds like Kevin took a big swig of Mountain Dew. How was my day?
Sure, that's funny.
Well, I didn't go to the gym. Went out for a walk, and I got my scone. I've been wanting a scone for a while. Lemon blueberry. It's delicious. They didn't have my pull apart at Cobb's, so that was a little depressing. I checked out some show homes. That was fun. Might be headed to out of the city. You know, better pricing. Yeah. But
That was a nice looking yard. If that was the one.
oh
you
yeah,
were
you
looking
saw
at.
that one. Yeah, no.
That was nice.
what I was looking
Yeah.
at. Pretty big, right? Like.
Yeah, that was nice.
It was, you know, you can actually fit your hot tub and fire pit in there, and you get the garage.
Ooh.
It's like, okay, that's perfect. And the pricing's cheaper, and it's just like, you know, slightly outside the city, I guess.
That's not bad. A lot of the areas outside are really nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's like what 5 minutes away from the city and stuff. So it's like not even.
What
5
was
minutes.
it? There's this Reddit thing my gal showed me that was like the 5 worst places to live in our province, and one of the ones was Airdrie, and I was like, really? You know, like, I don't think it's too bad at all. I was like, and Innisfail wasn't on the list, which blew me away. Sorry if anyone's from Innisfail, I do really doubt it.
Crossfield had to have been on that list.
I think that one
terrible.
was. Drumheller was too. They said great for tourists, horrible to live.
Yeah,
I could see that because really, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was with a gal that was in Airdrie. Oh, it was such a drive. Yeah, I had my windshield replaced, and then I went out to drive there, and a rock hit my windshield 2 weeks after I got my windshield replaced. It cracked my
That's
windshield.
funny.
I was like, what? Ugh. It was like punishment for driving out to Airdrie. But it's actually not a bad drive though, you know? You just
Yeah.
down Stony and you just get to go really fast. See, that's what would drive me crazy is if I had to go to a city away to see somebody and it was like a slow drive, you know, but there's literally no speed bumps or anything. You just go 100 basically
just
the
cruise.
whole time.
Yeah.
You go down what's the Deerfoot Trail there, it goes up to 120. It's a pretty, like, actually nice, relaxing sort of drive. And you can speed, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a pleasant time, actually.
I think our highways aren't too bad, honestly, for trips. When you're trying to get from one end of our country to the other, though, I kind of catch on to how big it is. Like,
Oh, it's just bland drive.
yeah, we're
miles,
huge.
Miles.
Well, and yeah, the middle of Canada really doesn't have a lot to offer for viewership, you know, like.
Yeah, I do not want to go to Manitoba or Saskatchewan ever again.
I love that we can agree on that drive. That's like the worst drive in Canada.
It is.
Like, right?
The worst drive.
Like,
Yeah, I can't foresee a reason I would ever be having to do that again. I don't know, even if there was like a funeral or something, I don't think I'd want to go. I do not like those places. Sorry if you guys are from those two spots, but man, they are just, that's wastelands. Like, people make fun of here for being flat nothingness, but like, you know.
right?
Yeah, like, get out of here.
I made that joke to my family out in Manitoba that I felt like I was gonna get scooped up by a big bird. It's so flat. You know? Like,
Oh, the big eagle coming in. Caca!
you know, like, oh god.
Let me down.
Right?
Where'd the dog go? It was them eagles.
There's nowhere to hide this province.
It's like one bush. You go into the bush. It's where all the rats are.
Oh, for real, right? My absolute favorite, and I know I've referenced it before, but Stony Mountain is where they keep their penitentiary there. And they call it Stony Mountain, but it's a hill. Anywhere in the world, it's a hill. You know what I mean? And not a very big one either.
But
That's their mountain.
hey, a mountain is relative to the land around it.
Yeah, right? Like,
I love how they call Nose Hill because that is like, that's high.
that's a hill. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can see that in most parts of our city. It's, yeah.
Yes, it's massive.
Yeah, if they saw Nose Hill, it would be called the mountain range forever or something. You don't know. It's like,
I mean, we literally live, like, a lot of people are like, oh, it's so far away. It's not like BC. I'm like, You can look anywhere in the city and see the freaking mountains.
Oh, so for real, it's 20 minutes to get
Yeah.
to the mountains. That's actually my favorite thing from us is we're not right in there, but it's like right there.
It's the mountain
You know
life
what I mean?
without having
Yeah.
to deal with all of the issues
With the mountain
that
life.
surround
Yeah,
mountains.
right, yeah.
It's right there. Anytime you want to
Perfect.
drive there, it's just like, in a day trip? Yeah, sure, why not?
And like not even long. Like you could literally in the afternoon go out to the mountains and come back for supper.
Yeah,
You know what I
drive
mean?
in the afternoon
Like,
for a hike and come back, and
yeah, like it's absolutely wonderful.
very convenient though. So okay, let's see some comments here. Oh, bonjour, Matt. Hello there. You saw the scone? Oh yeah, because it was on the YouTube story. I ate like 2 bites and I was like, I should probably put this on the YouTube story. But I was like, do people want to see me like half eat a scone? And I was like, yeah, probably. Why not? So there you go. EA moved the team behind Garden Warfare to assist with 2042 and Apex. That's depressing. Kill 7 enemies without dying. Yeah, probably not gonna happen. Has Kevin seen any woolly mammoths around northern Alberta?
No, but I'd like to. No, they don't. Yeah, they're extinct. Come on, guys.
They're trying to reintroduce them here, actually.
Yeah, from other parts of the world. Yeah.
No, I'm not kidding.
Them
They're
and-
trying to breed them with like elephants or whatever, and then reintroduce them over here.
Woolly mammoth. They're extinct. No, Ice Age.
Yeah, I mean they're extinct, but they're trying to use the cells and stuff and whatever
Oh,
to rebreed
really?
them. Yeah, no, this is a real thing.
That is like way too uber cool and sounds like some predecessor stuff for Jurassic Park one day. Like, dude, for real, yeah. You guys actually did it. That's
They
Well, I
never
want the
bothered
dodo
to
bird.
stop and
No, I'm
think,
joking.
should
Yeah.
they?
Yeah, should they have it?
There we go. I can be
Turns out,
the raptor guy.
right? Oh, Chris Pratt sitting there.
No, I'm talking about
No?
Neil. Isn't it Neil something?
Uh,
You know the original guy. He's got the raptor and he takes care of the kids.
Oh, they don't move because their vision's based on movement guy.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
You can be Vince Vaughn from the second
Vince
one.
Vaughn? No, I'm thinking I want to be the guy. Maybe it's. I don't think it's Vince Vaughn. I want to be the guy who's yelling, "Shoot!"
Shoot.
You know.
That guy dies horribly, doesn't he?
He does. That's what I'm saying. That's my part. No, it's
Yeah, at least Vince Vaughn lives, I think. I was gonna say Goldblum for a second there, but I'm like, nah, you want something
no, I
crazier.
don't want to be Goldblum. No, I'm just.
Life finds a way. He is so eccentric.
Right?
Like too eccentric almost. I saw him at the expo years back. Man, that guy has just got like a way to him. But people love it.
Well, isn't that why they brought him in Ragnarok for that character?
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly why. Should I use the 17750 or should I save up for the 4150?
If you can save up for the 41,
You
which
think
we
we have
might
enough
get.
time? This is the last objective.
I'm hoping. We might actually need that to take this spot. This one's kind of raunchy.
Alright, well, we'll save it then.
Yeah.
Go, go, go. Oh, there's a tank there. Retreat! Retreat!
Retreat, yeah.
Come on now.
Oh my god, what did I get blown up by the tank? Damn it. Sam Neal / Alan Grant. Thank you, Liam. See, ask the chat, they know what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the thing about it. Not a lot of love for Battlefield 5 tonight, I see.
Oh, really? Ouch.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, one of my favorite games.
This was Kevin's pick.
Yeah. I thought, you know what the people are going to love right now? It's Battlefield 5. Here I
Your
am.
picks are really,
Yeah, they're doing
really
the hurt
bombing
lately,
recently.
man. Yeah.
yeah,
Hold tight. Go on the way.
poor enlisted.
Core enlisted. That didn't do better after anyways, did it?
It picked up a little bit, but not like it
Picked
normally
up,
does.
yeah, okay.
I think it's just like a bad month on YouTube, I guess. I don't know.
Huh.
Then again, May was quiet last year too, so it might just be a seasonal thing, right? Like we have the map for this one.
I just love the idea of being like, hey, tell your friends to stream Battlefield 5 and like actually message someone and like so.
So
I wanna watch that. No,
what
you
is
know,
Battlefield 5?
yeah.
As you can tell, nobody cares about Battlefield.
Right? Aww. Yeah.
You're watching the Halo episode? That's nice, Larry. Yeah, that's, oh, I guess my review is out for that one right now, isn't it? Like, exactly.
Can we get you to dive into it a little bit? I would love to hear your take.
I don't know if I want to spoil things for people, but I will say
No,
this.
okay,
Master
yeah.
Chief does what I've been saying he should be doing.
I was waiting for it, man. Oh.
It's so passionate.
Yeah,
It really
ooh-wee.
changed my perspective on the Master Chief as a character. I don't know if I can ever
Did
look at him
it?
in the same way.
Look at that Master Chief in Infinite. It's just like I can't. All I see is the sweat now.
Yeah. They need to edit that sequence, but put like the intense Halo music in there, like one final effort.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Can you imagine that halfway through? Dun 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 dun. Dun.
That's what that scene was hardcore Halo music.
That's funny.
My god. The people want Garden Warfare 2. Yeah, we need to do a stream of that one as well. That one, I think you would legitimately be like, oh my god, it's literally Battlefield.
I remember you telling me about that one. You're saying we should do that sometime. It's
Yeah.
like a Battlefield trainer for children or something. You were saying.
Yeah, it's literally a way for them to indoctrinate children into the Garden Warfare series. Sorry, I'm just gonna do my thing where I'm like, if you're enjoying the video,
Yeah, there you go.
you know, on the Halo thing, gonna get that in there. And I'm gonna throw a picture of me with a Costco hot dog. There you go.
That's what we need.
I love that I can just summon that. Yeah. Apparently, the gifting channel memberships is coming.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
There should be more rewards or giveaways on YouTube, right?
There should be more options. Giveaways
People
are
love
actually
that
like a
stuff.
really non-thing you can do on YouTube due to like rulings they put in.
Hmm.
You know, they don't want manipulated views or some crap.
Yeah, wasn't it like people were using it to kind of cheat, if you will, or something?
I mean, I would never run a giveaway that enticed people to watch videos in order to pump up views and stuff.
Right?
Yeah, I sure as hell wouldn't do it now. People lost their channels and stuff over it. It was crazy.
Really?
Yeah. Because some of them, that's what they do. They would just do like, I guess like fake spammy, like Fortnite, whatever V-Bucks or something, and then like, you know, they get people to watch their videos. It is kind of manipulating it, I guess.
Yeah.
Actually, I know a couple of the old press guys, you know, they do that, and I'm just like, oof. Get in trouble for that. Sure would not do that at this point. Corn Man. I always say this, I love the sunflower in Garden Warfare. With you put the sorcerer's hat on it, like the Mickey sorcerer's hat, and it is just the most adorably dumb, dopey thing in the world. It just like,
That's
imagine the dopiest sunflower, just like its head's bobbing back and forth, and it's got a smile on its face, and it's shooting like freaking sunbeams at people to kill them, and it's just got this magician's hat on it. I just like, I can't even, man. It is the best.
That's funny. I think you're gonna have to call in the artillery if we have a shot. We're not gonna make it.
We're running that
Or you
low.
could call in the Calliope tank.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. They got like 20-something troops. Okay.
Yeah.
I have to run in there, but we're running low. Well, you should have said something earlier, Kevin.
That was saying I didn't want to cut you off.
Should I set it on that big pole there? Okay, it's going down on that pole. I hope that's good enough because we're running out of time.
Yeah, no. Need something.
Charge. Yeah, that should be right on that radar pole thing there.
Yeah.
Is it coming in? Is that it?
I think I hear it, yeah.
I don't see that anything's. I don't see that they're dying or anything. You play Battle for Neighborville. Yeah, we'll do Battle for Neighborville. Actually, no, we probably do Garden Warfare 2. But I like Battle for Neighborville. I didn't think it was as bad as people thought it was. I thought it was kind of fun. I liked all the Garden Warfare games. The first one I played the most of. I had almost all of the achievements in that one because that was a launch title. If you guys remember the old days before backwards compatibility, you know, Xbox One, not a whole lot of games, and I played a ton of Garden Warfare. Oh my god, like a lot. I wonder how I would look that up for my time, but yeah, no, I definitely enjoyed Garden Warfare. Yeah, we're not getting this, Kevin.
No, and whoever called in that JV rocket was really, really late. Unless that was against us. Oh, hey, look at that! Could
Did
you
that
imagine?
change the tide of war enough for us to win this?
Hype fest?
Nah, damn, I died. Unless it's the weekend, you get bot lobbies for BFN. In Battle, you get bots in Battle for Neighborville, really? Oh, with like the in-game bots, or are you talking about like bad bots? We got squad wiped. Kevin.
Absolutely brilliant.
We what?
Okay. Yeah.
How?
Valiant efforts, probably from our squad alone.
Wow. I guess my strike really
That's
did
awesome,
change the tide
dude.
of war.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I guess one man really can make a difference. Enough said.
All right. Can one man change his stars?
I think I just showed that off today.
That's a movie I might watch tonight. We keep bringing that one up.
It's so good. Knight's Tale. It's a Knight's Tale, guys.
Yeah.
Panzerstorm.
I just don't.
Panzerstorm. Did we talk about the patent video or the patent thing for Xbox yet? I can't remember if we talked about that yesterday or not. Anyways, Microsoft's working on a patent where you can put in a disc on another Xbox in your house and then play the Series S digitally with it. Or alternatively, just put a disc in and transfer a game into a digital format or something. I don't know. Sounds cool.
I do think that's uber cool because, like, the idea that I have given this money and I have this copy, and I think just the idea of putting that disc in and showing, like, proof of purchase, if you will.
Yeah.
That you own it. Yeah.
That'd be pretty good for getting rid of some of these physical copies. Almost dropped my new controller. Nope. Kevin is a professional airsoft operative. I mean, he doesn't do it casually.
Shucks. Yeah, right. I'm trying to be the best there ever was. That was.
Whoa, I can be a combat medic? What was that option? Oh, never mind. Do we still have a full lobby? Yeah, basically good.
Cool.
Defend this town. Are they gonna come in on a lot of tanks and just like...
Yeah, it's full map.
Yeah, okay.
We usually end up losing this spot.
That's the confidence I needed to start this match.
So it does.
So you know, every single time we play it, we lose when we're like this. Thanks, Kevin.
That's what it is.
I'm glad we promoted you to General of the Army. He's the motivator.
That's alright. Yeah, we'll hold this spot and we'll make a tactical advance in the other direction.
Yeah.
Uh,
Dun, 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 dun. I loved Bad Company. You know, the real reason I loved Battlefield for the first time was the Bad Company 1 menu music.
oh, the music in Battlefield's amazing, right? And that's the one that sold you, though, eh? Yeah.
It's on the keyboard. That tune. I have it on my phone, that song, that little jingle.
That's awesome.
It wasn't the gameplay. It wasn't the explosions.
It was the dudes.
It wasn't the story. It wasn't the multiplayer. It was the menu jingle.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I think it was that Mitchell rented it or something, and I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. Nah, but that game ended up being pretty great anyways. Holy freaking hell, man, I got tanks. Kevin sucks at games? How could you say such a thing, Laurie?
Laurie! I thought I had your respect.
Well, you know, Laurie's got a new name now. We'll put out the sucks to suck on you.
Oh.
When you play Garden Warfare. I really do like Garden Warfare. It was genuinely a really good series. Like, I think Kevin will try it and he'll be like, where has this been all my life? Who are you going to play as, Kevin? Would you play as Pea Shooter, the Sunflower, the Chomper? What else is there? The Chomper. So there's like, I think 8+ a faction now, so it's like, what else was there? I think there's like a giant orange thing that shoots stuff.
Okay, well, so far, with my options and based off of absolutely nothing, I'm gonna go with the Sunflower.
Yeah, so that's the medic.
That's the medic? Okay, huh.
Yeah. Oh, and the
That's
cactus.
the medic. Oh, the cactus. Okay.
There's Cactus Guy. He's prickly.
Okay, so wait, there's like a medic, assault, support, all that almost roles, or what?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, the Sunflower heals, the Pea Shooter's the soldier, the Cactus is your tank, the Chopper is sort of like a stealth kind of come out of the ground and eat people thing.
So what is it? It's just plants versus plants, or
Plants versus
am I thinking of
zombies.
Plants versus Zombies? Oh, okay.
There's a zombie side.
So is one team the zombies, or what?
Yeah, one side's the zombies, one side's what? How hard is it? Plants versus zombies.
Oh, I get. Okay, well, I'm just sitting there thinking, like, is this like a PvP thing or PvE? Or
It's Battlefield, but for kids.
It's Battlefield.
Imagine this, but we're zombies, they're plants.
Okay.
Yeah. It'll take you 2 seconds to be like, oh, I get it, as soon as you play it.
No,
You're
no,
like,
I'm
"Oh,
thinking.
no."
I'm sitting there thinking like cheesy jokes. That seems like a real like life versus death scenario.
No, it kind of is if you think about it like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're doing here. Just kind of running back and forth. There's no inventory for me to shoot, so I have nothing to do. Just remind
Salt
me.
tanks. My one buddy who we got into hell let loose. He's figuring it out more now, but there was that little bit there where he's like, I don't know what to do, and I was like, just play medic. And he turned into a really good medic. That was all he would do, was bounce around healing everyone on the field.
Whoa!
It's like
Damn, that thing got me. Remember 2042. Never forget. Kevin, definitely a chomper player, sneaking and being kind of annoying.
Oh, dude. Well, if that's the playstyle, then that's probably me. You know, it's
The number of players on 2 has risen because because on Game Pass you get a free perk or whatever. We should do a PvZ2 Garden Warfare 2 stream. We should.
that's
do
what's
that.
up. Is that on Game Pass or what?
Of course, my friend.
Yeah. Okay.
And like I said, they have a perk right now you can download where you get a free pack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah, let's do that one. Let's do the number 2. And they got a horde mode as well. You have to survive waves of the enemy. And it's like Breakthrough 2 when you play it. Like, I mean, they have like Team Conquest. Like, you can't kill them.
Okay.
It's a kid's game, right? You vanquish them or whatever. But I mean, when I see a dead plant on the ground, I know it's a dead
You
plant.
know.
Yeah, anyway.
Can't get over the dead plant. And
Yeah,
try
I don't know
to
why
shake
you're
it
not allowed
away.
to say kill when it's like a plant. I mean, it's like, come on.
Right.
It's a plant.
Yeah.
I think in the later ones they just get knocked out or something, but anyways. But yeah, that one will be the one, I think. And then, yeah, like I said, you can go on the Game Pass perks and you can get a free pack thing for it or whatever. And what I was saying is, it's basically like Breakthrough that you play, where you move progressively through objectives.
Okay.
Yeah. It's literally Battlefield for kids. It's to indoctrinate them for when they're older. Are we winning? I can't tell.
Yeah, we're doing really well right now. Usually this is already lost.
Have I had a chance to play Operation Mount Monarch on Warzone? It's cool. I have not yet, Barry, but I hope to have a moment to do that. Oh, he said good morning to us too. Hello. Sponsor stream on Friday the 13th? I know. Too bad I'm not doing Friday the 13th that night. That's literally what I was thinking about. I was like, oh my god, we finally get a Friday the 13th. I'm doing something else that night. But,
You think that would be really successful because of Friday the 13th, or no?
Nah, I gotta go with Black Ops 2. That's
I
safe.
see.
Yeah.
Good old reliable sort of thing.
Black Ops 2 brings out all the boys to the yard.
Yeah.
No.
So-
And they'll all be like, damn right, that game's better than yours.
Than yours.
But it's third person. It's not that big of a difference. Would Kevin go camping with Laurie and Maiha?
Or just in general?
I think Larry said or, but let's just say either.
Or? I'll take you both. We'd have a blast of a time.
There you go. Little monster that looks like the plant from Little Shop of Horrors is your favorite. I think that's the Chomper thing. And that's why it's the perfect time to like the stream. Subscribing's great, donations cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Alternatively, the Patreon option Streaming all the time, lots of fun, too much fun. Yes, Kevin, what are you doing out there?
Trying to take a wide flag versus the Sherman. I don't
We're on
know.
defense.
I know. It's
Like,
so
what were
bad.
you doing? I just watching you run through an open field against tanks. Oh, now I spawned out here? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This is terrible. At least I'm in cover, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Garden Warfare would be a blast. I honestly think you might be so genuinely shocked by how much you like it. You'd be like, oh wow, this is what Battlefield's
I'll be
supposed
all
to be.
about it. Maybe.
Like, I'm not kidding, man. I played a lot of that game when it came out.
How old is this one that we're gonna play?
Garden Warfare 1 came out in 2014.
Okay.
This is probably 2-3 years later, so 16, 17. Battle for Neighborville came out 3-4 years ago, I want to say.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but people still love it. Which is always surprising, but yeah, no. You know how everybody likes Black Ops 2? It's like that, but for Garden Warfare 2.
Really?
Yeah. Hell, you can go play Garden Warfare 1 and there's still matches to that game.
So, like, is this a game we'll hear whack loads about because, you know, that generation will grow up? Or, like, do we already hear whack loads about it?
I think so. There should be... Well, I mean, yeah, you know, they're gonna be getting older, right? So...
Yeah.
Yeah, we should be hearing... At least some of them will probably have nostalgia for it.
Yeah.
Although you'll hear a lot more probably about Fortnite, though, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah, no, I'm sure... I'll be sitting there in my 40s listening to all these 20-year-olds talk about how I grew up on Fortnite, and I'll be like, whatever, man.
Casuals. We had Call of Duty, man.
Yeah, we had Call of Duty, right?
Yeah. Why aren't I
Remember, no
playing
Russian.
Battlefield 2042? Lack of content. Somebody's saying Battlefield 1 is superior.
Kind of agree.
Yeah, I favor Battlefield 1. I
Yeah.
do think they're pretty much the same damn game, but
Right.
like, I think Battlefield 1 maybe has better maps.
Better maps, really great soundtrack, the environment's amazing to it. I do think Battlefield 1 is the better game, but I like World War II better, so there you go. Yeah.
I want to see how many hours I had on Garden Warfare. Tell Kevin you were kidding. I will, Laurie, I just did. Nice video on Assassin's Creed. Thanks! I was actually surprised that video wasn't more popular. Yeah. Views and stuff have just been sucking recently. I don't know if it's just because it's May, but my god, it's been terrible. Let's see. No, that's the wrong app. I'm looking at the YouTube app to see how many hours I have in Garden Warfare. That doesn't make any sense. Garden... No, that's not a small garden. Man, this YouTube app is not good. Okay, Garden Warfare 1. Download the console. Now I want my stats. My progress. No, tell me my progress. Tell me my hours. I guess I'll compare with Halo Pyromaniac. What? Doesn't tell me my hours? This is ridiculous. How can you have my info and not tell me what I need to know? It's like being on the council.
Yeah.
And not being a
waiting
master.
for, man. What was that with the commissioner in our Madden league or
Oh, yeah.
whatever? And it was like, I'm not a commissioner, and he started breaking out into that. That was hilarious.
Oh, I got you guys good. So Kevin has this league in Madden, and he plays with all his American pals and whatever.
Yeah.
What were you saying about the commission? Like,
Or something. They were asking me if I was a commissioner, and because my really good buddy made it. And I was like, oh, it turns out I'm not a commissioner? And yeah, you jumped in, and you're like, how could you be? Or no, you were like, you are on this council, but we do not grant you the rank of commissioner, or something like that. Yeah.
what?
No.
There's so many. We kick these guys' ass. Kevin's all like, "Oh, you never win here," but I'm like, Kevin, don't be like that. You need to motivate the team.
I didn't take into account our skill. What can I say? It's hard to judge that factor, right?
My donations are great. I mean, Mitch is incredibly supportive, so that does help significantly. And the channel members too actually help for that. Okay, I'm looking at true achievements. That has my numbers, I think. No? Did they get rid of it? Oh, I have 73 hours in the first Garden Warfare. I'm missing 2 achievements, Kevin. DLC achievements.
DLC achievements, ooh.
I guess that's not that much time, but feels like a lot of time. What FOV am I using? I don't know, the default one.
Oh, you should put that in
Somebody type FOV in the chat.
Yeah, some chat. Yeah, that's awesome.
There we go. Yeah, Kevin's all like, we always lose on this, and I'm just like, not if anything to say about it. I have. Dun, dun, dun.
Shit turned into a Star Wars stream, bro. Nice.
73. I guess that's only like, what, a few days? 3 days? Thought I had more. But not bad at all. Twisted Steel. Kevin, why are you wearing a helmet not letting your hair fly out?
Because I like to be saved from small debris.
Wouldn't you rather be sexy?
That is fair. And you are looking pretty good.
Thanks. I just had my hair styled. It's perfect to get a styled haircut before you go into
yeah.
the battle.
Oh, you know it, man.
You gotta look your best when you die. And just check our lobby size. Still looking good. You guys can join in if you guys want. How many American pals does Kevin have? Too many.
Oh, jeez. I have 3 really good American pals, and then like 5 more on top of that, I think.
There you go.
I know a lot of guys from the States.
Yeah, I don't really know if I have American pals at the moment. No ones I see on a regular basis.
America's cool, man. I don't know. Sometimes I'm convinced we're the same country, so you see the like small differences in that, and then you figure out that no, we are actually quite different in other ways, you know.
The political
but I do love
stuff, wording, culture, location.
We have a lot of the same culture, man. Like I don't know. I guess it depends what part of the States, though. But like, there's so many references we get back and forth. Like, actually, you know what? Maybe not cultural, but just a lot of exposure to the same media and stuff. You know,
we get a lot of that forced down here. I was thinking
they get a lot of our media too, though. You know, like Canadian shows.
Do they?
Yeah, they do. Like, I don't know.
Actually, you know what? That shit's Greek became really popular when they came on the American Netflix.
Yeah.
Just because they haven't been exposed to quarter gas yet. Changed their lives.
Yeah.
I prefer Battlefield 1, I guess you would say. Yeah, the very developers who did Battlefield 1 get a grip on 2042. That's funny. Well, I mean, you know, the developers do change over time. Like, the crew that made Battlefield 1 was probably working on Battlefield 1 since, like, what, 2013? You know, something like that? And, you know, Battlefield 2042 came out, like, 6 months ago, so, I mean, very, very different teams, and it would have started apparently it didn't start development until, like, 2020 or something, 2042. So, I mean, that's like a 6-year difference. Your work culture can change entirely in that kind of gap time, right? Like,
yeah.
You know, it's a big difference. Like, people are always like, oh, Bungie, get Bungie and stuff for Halo, and it's like, well, the team that made Halo...
Probably not even the same, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, their last Halo game was, like, what, 2010 with Reach, and it's now been 12 years? That's not gonna be the same developers. You know?
No, that's actually a really good point, because there are... I think... It's funny, because they are almost the same game, especially, like, some of the 100%. Weapons and gameplay sides. Yeah, but, like, Battlefield 1 to 5, there are quite a few differences, I do think, and then, like, from, like, 1 and 5 to 2042, there are, like, multiple differences. Like, you can totally see where it does really change over time for being the same game.
Let's see what this is saying. It's hot dog time. It always is. Somebody says Kevin's the best. What
Well,
American
thank
city
you very much for that.
would Kevin want to visit?
Oh, I always wanted to check out LA, but Sky Captain makes it sound extremely underwhelming.
There's so many other trips you could go on, man.
Yeah, I always kind of wanted to see New York because that's another classic TV show, always in your face city. But I've heard from many people that's underwhelming. I thought Colorado or that would be really cool, but then I've been told it's literally Alberta, but
Yeah,
the
it's
States.
the same.
Yeah, and then maybe Seattle.
I would suggest
Schicke
Seattle.
wieder zusammen.
Yeah,
It's
see,
expensive.
I've heard. Yeah,
But
Seattle or like Portland. I've heard that like Washington and Oregon are just like absolutely beautiful and really foresty, which I really like.
Yeah.
I like woods. Yeah.
Actually, I couldn't believe how similar Seattle was when I went this way.
Was it? Well, that's where I wondered. Like, I'd like to check out Seattle, but I'm wondering if I'd just be checking out American Vancouver. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's all on a hill, that city, eh?
is it?
Like, your calves just burn. It's really neat. It's all, like, on a slanted thing. Because I guess it all burned down or something like that. Big fire or whatever.
Pass auf
I
deine
don't know.
Wunden.
Yeah.
But it's all, like, a weird hilled angle, and it's actually really quite interesting. But you can take the metro there to go anywhere in the city.
See, that's cool. Like, what was it? I was really young when I picked them, so I've always just kind of liked them as a NFL team. But the Dallas Cowboys, obviously, I've talked about that before. But it was really funny looking at it that, like, I always thought that, you know, if I was to choose my team now, I probably would have looked more into, like, how the franchise runs and maybe even where they're from, because, like, where I'd go visit. Because I'd like to go to Texas to see a Cowboys game. But when I really look at Texas, I don't know that I necessarily enjoy the landscape.
I
You know, like...
they always say Austin's really nice there, and a lot of people go to... No, Phoenix isn't in that area, is it? No.
No.
But, I've always heard Austin is really quite lovely.
Well, I've seen different things. Like I've heard they have like mountain ranges, but like when I search it up on Google Images, it doesn't look anything like lush
not
and beautiful
progressing?
like we have.
Genau da.
They're just killing the retreaters.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I was sorry, I was
Yeah.
just like, why are we not moving?
Erobert das verdammte Ziel.
That's my thing. I just like really green, full of life areas or whatever. I don't think I could ever live in a desert. It's just too much.
Arid.
Yeah.
LA's awesome. Venice Beach is worth it. There's a lot of homeless people. I'm sorry. I just really was not. I've been to LA like so many times, and I'm just so dissatisfied by it. I've visited a lot of the little areas around there, and it's just, I don't know. It's just like a cityscape basically.
It's funny to hear you say that because like I always get like really, you know, obviously always on TV you see LA all the time and they show really nice areas. It's funny. One
I
of
do
my
that for
American
Vegas.
buddies, right? Well, yeah. One of my American buddies, actually, his good friend, who I've actually played with more recently, is stationed. He's in the Air Force and he's stationed in Japan. And I've asked him, like, you know, like, what's Japan like? Because it's really interesting, you know, to me, the looks of it. And his opinion or whatever was that, like, it's nice, but, you know, they show off a lot of the districts. They show off, like, the tourist attractions and kind of suggest that this is all of Japan. But he says it's not necessarily like that. And this is just one man's experience, right? But, like, he said it's really kind of smaller than he would like, and everything's really condensed. He said their food's really good, but that, like, you see all these like super uber beautiful spots, but that, you know, those are like the tourist attractions. And it was just kind of interesting. He was saying that like Japan's cool, but like it's not whatever he expected it to be or
That's how I
whatever.
felt
And
about
I've often,
Vegas.
yeah, right. Well, that's the kind of what I'm getting at with like the LA thing, and to hear that from you and that is that there's always these tourist attractions, and you only ever really see the really nice areas of these places.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, if
but
you're going to
obviously-
LA and you do like
Yeah.
Disneyland and stuff, and you do the theme parks, that's cool. But if you're going there to like,
Ich bin für dich da.
you know, take in the city and stuff, it's really nothing. Nothing crazy. Like I've been there many times thus far. You know, it was a freaking E3 basically yearly for, you know, half a decade. It's just kind of like, okay. Yeah.
Willkommen zurück, Soldat.
Kind of that thought on that. What was I gonna say? For Japan, before COVID happened, I had this big cool idea that I would go and see the Olympics and see the opening of Nintendo Land and then see the guinea pig sanctuary too there.
Really?
Yeah.
See, but yeah, I don't know. I still want to check out Japan. It was just really neat to hear a guy who like was practically living there say that, you know, yeah, his thoughts, yeah, or whatever. But there's so much that looks really, really cool about Japan. You know,
Yeah, a lot of people really seem to have that desire to travel and go there. Oh, and the Tokyo Game Show. I had it lined up almost perfectly if COVID wouldn't have happened, where I could have went bang, 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 and kind of hit like, you know, all this stuff at like the same time, which would have been cool. But
yeah,
no luck there. I don't know. You could probably have fun in Japan. I never quite got that where there's a huge, intense fascination around people I seem to know that just really want to see that place, and I'm just like,
it just looks so.
It'd be cool. I'm not saying it
Yeah,
would
it
be, but
looks
I'm just like,
really-
it's the same with all those people that want to go live in like BC and Vancouver and stuff. Where I'm just kind of like,
Yeah.
huh, interesting.
I just like the flashiness of it or whatever, and that's actually more what I'm getting at with the one guy I was talking to. Was he was saying that not everything in Japan is obviously as flashy as they were showing it. At least that was his opinion, and it was kind of neat because I don't know. There's so many different things they show where it's like, oh, it's very cool that they do that there. Or like their amusement parks look like 10 times more fun than ours and stuff like that. You know, I don't know. Yeah, there's other spots. I always thought that like Europe, like Central and like Western Europe, would be really neat to look through. Like you see the beautiful towns and like the mountain ranges down around like Switzerland and stuff like that. Like that would be just gorgeous to see.
Yeah, I have that whole European trip I wanted to do. I don't know if I'll ever end up doing it. I've completely shifted gears now towards house.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wanted to do a whole European tour.
Yeah.
You know, spend like 3 weeks and just do it all. Texas is flat and hot. You see that as an Austin thing. Interesting. Was it Far Cry 3 original or Far Cry 3 Classic that got boosted? The original Far Cry 3, not Far Cry 3 Classic. Spot on. The work culture has definitely changed. That's what I was thinking. And I was also thinking it's been a while, so people should be sure to like the video. Subscribing's great. Donation's cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Alternatively, Patreon option. Streaming all the time. Lots of fun. Take Kevin to Vegas and lose all your money in a day. That's funny. I have not gambled in Vegas yet, and I've been there many, many times. Yeah.
I have genuinely never really ever gambled. So, yeah.
I think it was on my birthday, and we were at the bar. Can't remember who it was. Somebody gave me like $5, and I played the slot thing, like, you know, the digital slot. And if I'm like a second, I was like, no.
No, really? Yeah, I
Yeah.
just
Totally killed
I'd
it
be
for
too
me.
scared about losing too much money or whatever. Like I'm really into sports, right? And I was talking to my cousin the one time. He was like, "Oh, do you play like sports select and stuff like that?" And I was like, "No." And I was younger at the time too, and he mentioned that, "Oh, you will," or whatever. And I still haven't, you know, like yeah. Well, and I know how rough sports betting is, you know, like someone's a favorite, and especially for hockey or whatever, one back call in overtime, 2-on-1, boom. You know, your bet's lost, like, yeah.
I do 50-50s, occasional lotto ticket if there's like a bazillion max millions, but like, I don't know. Never really did the gambling stuff. Is Kevin an island boy? It's an island.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's
okay,
those
well,
weird people,
I'm an
right?
island boy, but I'm doing the best I can.
Oh my
I
God.
cried when I saw that performance, dude. I showed that to my parents the one time, and my dad was like, really? You know, sorry.
I mean, they're getting
It's a
hired and
meme.
stuff.
I like that joke. Yeah, sorry.
Everywhere is the same. Scotland, a beautiful place, but you can take tourists off the beaten path and show them the bad stuff. Well, I mean, that's any, like you're saying, any city, any place, right? Like
That's
for
kind of
me,
what I'm... Sorry.
like Vegas, like when you see the movies and the shows, they make Vegas look so spectacular and stuff. And it is pretty cool when you get inside like the casinos. Like it's really neat. It's almost like cooler as like a walk and see experience. But like I always imagine it as being a lot bigger. but it's actually kind of like pretty small. It's like one strip, and that's like the whole city. I mean, there's little like side districts and stuff, but like the actual Vegas experience is a very small
New
sort of
Vegas
thing.
shows it off. No, I'm joking. No.
Yeah, it's
Or-
just it's how you present things, and that's the whole point of
Yeah.
tourism concepts is bringing people in to spend money in your place, and you show them, and you
Yeah.
highlight the best of these spots and these locations.
You're kind of nailing everything I wanted to say. Like, yeah, when I was talking to dude about the Japan thing, I was saying that that's really interesting because, like, I've often wondered, and it's kind of neat that dude in the chat saying that too. That everywhere in the world, I wonder if it's kind of it's all the same, just people living obviously different cultural practices and stuff like that, or yada yada. Like, we are different things around the world, but the idea that everywhere in the world is somewhat the same. And that, like, with our city here in Calgary, that I could show our tower downtown, and like the Saddle Dome, the mountain range.
You could show us that would be the tower.
Oh well, I'm just thinking for like pretty images of it, like glowing with all the lights.
Yeah,
and, like just like a quick montage of ooh and make our city look like the greatest place in the world. Which I love my city. It's wonderful. We were just talking it up earlier, but like, you know what I mean? There's a lot not to see here as well, and I've kind of wondered that with like a lot of the spots of the world, but this is based off of me going like literally absolutely nowhere in my life, but I've often kind of wondered that. I wonder if everywhere is the same, but there's one spot for everyone that you would just love to be,
Well, I think the thing is,
and you would just enjoy.
You don't really stay, like, you stay at the city, but you don't do stuff in the city.
Yeah, you go to like Banff
You
or
go to
something,
Banff
right?
and stuff. We're basically like
Yeah.
a segue place. You use our city to get to other places. Which
Yes.
is a shame, too, because we do actually have really lovely walks. Like, you guys have seen the photos, The Fish Creek is very beautiful. But then again, it's like, would you want to do that, or would you want to go to Banff? You want to go to Canmore? You want to go to Lake Louise? You want to, that's kind of where you go. You basically use Calgary as a segue point to go to these other spots. Or Drumheller. Although, I don't know if Drumheller is really, like, unless you love dinosaurs.
I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of the thing there. I like the Royal Tyrrell Museum. That is genuinely a fun spot to go.
It's so cool, but, like, there's
But,
not
yeah.
really
A lot
much else
there.
to do there. There's, like, a hike you take where you go down in that valley area. That's a classic
Yeah,
spot.
climbing up and down the canyon's really kind of neat.
Well, I think that's the spot I was going to talk about, though.
Oh, yeah,
that one
sorry,
spot.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's cool. You do the big dinosaur that's there, and then you do the museum, and that's
And you're done.
that's it, right? And it's like, you really have to go out of your way to go to Drumheller. Like, it's neat, but it's just like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really cool.
Well, I love.
Is
what?
the Tabor Gopher Museum.
That Gopher Museum?
You've never seen the Gopher Museum?
Okay, is it about gophers? No, I haven't, but is it about gophers?
It's taxidermied gophers doing stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I
in
need to
Tabor.
check this out. Alright.
Yeah, it's a
Alright.
small little town, and you go and you sit in
Yeah.
this little museum thing that takes like 1-2 minutes to look through, and that's what that is.
Sure.
it is
Why not, I
delightfully
guess?
entertaining.
Yeah. I don't know.
Am I saying it's worth it? It's not, but it is delightfully entertaining.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's just kind of funny. Would I visit Alaska? Nah. I don't know why I would want to go somewhere cold. I live
Yeah,
in a cold climate.
I was just thinking that. You know what? In the middle of the summer, I would check out Alaska because it's like, it's neat. Like it's really mountain-y, or I don't even think that's a word, but
It looks the
like
same
it's.
as it does here, though.
Yeah, I guess.
It's
I
just
just
colder.
there's a neat mystery, if you will, to Alaska, because like even though obviously people live there, but it's kind of like still out there or something. Like I don't know. I want to say like frontier, but that is not the word because
Just
like
go to the freaking what is that terrible place that nobody likes to go? Go to the Yukon.
go to the Yukon. I guess you could get the. I just picture Alaska nicer. I don't know. I think it would be neat to go out there because it's yeah, kind of out of the way. But no, I do like your point that anywhere other than the summer, though, that yeah, it would just be cold and it would suck. And I saw that guy run you over. That was kind of funny.
I like literally jumped into it. I was like, okay, maybe I'll jump out of the way because he's going to me. I literally kind of jumped into that.
That was awesome.
If we ever do a Euro tour, we can say hello to Bari in Scotland. Oh, room to show me around. That would be nice, man.
That'd be really neat.
You guys are always too kind. I know if we ever do get to go to Hawaii, I bet we could have a hell of a time with Mitchie.
I think that would be a big blast, and that if you could literally, yeah, have Mitchie point out that, hey guys, like this is the spots to go.
Would we be able to even afford it?
No, actually, well, that's where my dream. You would be able to afford it. I'm not going to Hawaii anytime soon. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. You know, yeah.
No, well, I'm not saying specifically that, but I'm just like, he lives a very fancy lifestyle there.
Yeah, no, I couldn't pull that off.
Even I would be like, oof, but it is beautiful. He sends me like photos and videos of it, and I'm just like, my god.
Right?
Like the water, you know how the water here looks really, really clear?
Well, isn't it like supposed to be like a beautiful like blue color sort of thing, and like the waves?
Yeah, it's like the clarity here, but warm out.
See, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Peachy and stuff. Like the freaking pictures that he was sending me of like the Corona bottles against the fire. I was like, this looks way too cinematic.
Right.
Yeah.
No, he definitely picked a good spot to go hang out or whatever. Like, I'd love to be in Hawaii at some point.
I was just chilling out, basically. He said he wants to get like a drone at some point. I'm like, oh man, that'd be so cool.
Right.
Those drone shots. You couldn't get into this game. I'm sorry you couldn't. This game looks toxic. It's really not, I would say. Out of like toxic games I've played, I really don't think this one is.
Yeah, when
toxic.
I think toxic game, I think Siege.
I think it's Siege
or
and Rocket
something.
League.
Yeah, like something where you're literally going to get a message from your teammates
nice,
telling you to
Kevin.
uninstall. Thank you, sir.
I kind of want spawn though.
Oh, my bad.
Do the crouch. Oh, you did the crouch thing like in Halo.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm alive. Thanks. I'll run out of here. Do you do like every time I think of like somebody wants to spawn, I'm always like, okay, I gotta crouch in a corner or something because I always think of the Halo spawning system.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know. I thought everyone did. I didn't even think that came from Halo. Is that where
It comes from
funny,
Halo.
yeah.
The Combat Evolved.
Yeah.
You have to like crouch. We are on a freaking winning streak. You have
Well,
to
you
crouch
so
to,
then you're
like,
not shot at, so you're not in combat, right?
I think it's a safety thing. I don't know. That's how you usually
Yeah.
trigger it. Is you just crouch and your buddy pops up.
Yeah.
If they don't have that in Infinite, I'm gonna be pissed. Yeah, assuming I go back and play Infinite. I think we're playing the Evil Dead, guys. They asked me if I wanted a code for it. I'll try to get one for Kevin too.
You're so good to me, Skycap.
I got an email about the Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebration, streaming exclusively on BritBox. I wonder if they give me access to this. I want to watch this. Oh man. Air-ass. I like this map because of the poppy yellow colors. Ow, my ears. Sorry, one sec. Pulled the freaking headphone out of my... I need to get like, I don't know, maybe some AirPods or something would be... That would be nicer for streaming, I think. And then I wouldn't have a cord. I wonder if I could plug those into my computer.
Thinking of headphones.
The thought never crossed my... Because I have to use this stupid cord thing that's like attached to the, you know, speakers or whatever. And it like, sometimes it pulls and it freaking hurts my ear. Yeah. That was really weird. Is I used to like sleep and I'd listen to like, you know, ASMR at night. I put on a video and I pass out to that. Now I just...
Yeah.
Now I just don't do anything. I just sleep.
No, that's interesting.
I don't know if I've gotten older and more like content with life, but like I literally just, you know.
That's funny. I've never really put on anything to fall asleep. There was the one time I thought like, wow, I'd like to be tired, and then it was really funny that I was like looking for something soothing, and then I thought of the ODST theme, and there's like one that's like 5 hours of the theme with
That's the stuff.
the rain. Yeah, for real. It has like the rain in the background too, and
Yeah,
that's
so
the only time I've ever done something like that. Yeah.
Well, that's ASMR stuff. But for like years, like literally years and years and years, I would listen to that every night. And then I was just kind of like, whatever, and I just fall asleep now.
Whatever, yeah, that's funny.
It's so strange. Like, seriously, it's just like, basically this year kind of thing all of a sudden I started. I really don't even know why, but yeah, no, it just started happening. Is it maturity? Is it contentness? I don't know.
Ooh.
I do, recently I've been watching, was it 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown?
Yeah.
You ever watch that?
No, I haven't.
It's like a comedy thing with like word games and stuff. This is actually pretty entertaining. Yeah. I don't know if I would suggest it, but... Yeah. I don't know if I would suggest it, but... it's definitely interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did Kevin eat today?
Ooh, I had a donair.
From anywhere special, or just you made it?
Shawarma Palace.
Isn't that
Yeah.
one of the places that had all the rat droppings and stuff?
Oh, probably. I don't know. It's like isn't that like a big chain or whatever? There's a couple Shawarma Palaces.
Yeah, and I think like a good chunk of them have all had rat dropping
Oh, really?
issues recently. I would look into that, Kevin.
Yeah, maybe. It is kind of funny. There's this pop-in pizza calling you out here. For real. Really big pizza, and it was out like where I used to live, and I would like recommend it. And there was like even the one time my cousin came over, and I was like, "Let's get it," you know, like it's a really huge pizza. And then there was the one time or whatever they mentioned that there was rat drop. Well, I guess we don't have rats here, but you know what I mean, like mouse droppings, and that in the food, and it was like, oh man, really, you know, like.
There's the one, I think it's like India Palace or something downtown.
Yeah.
I once had multiple
cases. Oh man.
And I've also heard recently that Market Mall, none of the food from the cafeteria there you should eat.
Really?
None of it. I heard it's like a big infestation.
That's messed up. Well, I heard the one thing too, that with malls or whatever, where like the venting is close to like the laundry area or something like that, that like for health wise you're not supposed to eat at places like that. Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I was reading today, and I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. No, that would be hilarious to check that out.
Yeah,
they just had that issue last week. Yeah.
That I've learned is like any shawarma that you buy from places here is like ultra sketchy, because I've just seen so many of those places with mouse droppings, mishandling of food, mold. It's like, oh.
Right. Tend not to think of those things when you order something.
You shouldn't have to. You know, like,
right.
Oh man, disgusting, absolutely disgusting. Oh, you know what Grindr is? It's your favorite app, anyways.
That's hilarious.
Does Kevin get messages from viewers? Not enough.
I genuinely really don't. I've had a couple. Like, it's not that it hasn't happened. I've had it, yeah, like literally a couple. I think the last one was the one dude suggesting that I play Prey, which I don't mind that at all. You know, like whatever. But I have been added, actually, a couple times.
Followers?
And whenever, yeah, I got some followers, and every now and then when I get a random follower, there's a little bit there where I'm like, what the heck? You know, and then I'll go like check it out. And now, as soon as I get a random follower, I will look through their follow or friends list, and if I see you on there, I instantly like, oh, you know, fan of the stream.
Yeah, fan of the stream or the sex.
Yeah, fan of the stream. Or so, yeah, right? Are those my one buddy or whatever? He's always talking to the Snapchat bots and like,
Oh.
buddy, what are you doing?
He talks
Like,
to the
come
Snapchat
on.
bots.
He talks to the Snapchat bots, and because we're in like group chats and that, we'll all get added from the Snapchat bots, and it's like, come on, man. Like, I don't want to deal with this. I'll just block them.
He's just lonely.
Oh, for real? Like, come on.
Mouse Droppings, the movie. Wasn't Calgary the only place without rats? Yeah, we don't have rats, but it's like it's the mice and stuff.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. It's just funny that
Sky just slipped that in there about the rats after Kevin where he ate.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Hey, man, I don't know. It's a good heads up.
I'm just
That
letting
is
them know.
honestly the case there. Yeah.
I mean, it's
good
like
to know.
just something to think about in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is what it is. There's the one time or whatever where I got a hair in pizza I ordered. It was a while back. It was really gross.
That happens.
It does happen, but I was like
Yeah.
really complaining about it. And it was funny because Riley made the comment. He was like, you know, Kevin, I really see you as this guy where like if the world was ending, you would be like, okay, let's try survive. And he was like, I really see you as that guy, and you know, like out of all the things in the world that bother you, it was a hair. You
I mean,
know,
you
and
can
I was like,
towel them and they'll get you like a new pizza and stuff, man.
yeah, I've done that before or
It's
whatever. There was the
not
one.
a big deal.
No, it really is. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it bugged me when that happened that one time.
Oh, it bugged me too. It's like
Yeah.
if you're buying something, you don't want something foreign in your food.
Yeah.
And you're paying for it.
Yeah, for
Premium
real, right?
pricing
Yeah.
in this modern era for stuff.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they probably expected at least an 18% tip now. Crazy. I think was Atlas starts at like 15, 18, and 20 something or something. I was like, what is the service is not that good there. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's where it's kind of funny. I was actually talking to my mother about it the one time, and she was saying that it's really weird that, you know, the idea nowadays is if you complain about service to any degree, it's like, oh, well, you could be like a Karen or something like that. Or
Yeah.
like, oh, hey, you're just being really bad. And it is kind of funny because I agreed with her point that, you know, you are in customer service. I do get not being a jerk to the person who's like serving you or whatever, because like yeah, like
I'm always
everybody's
very polite, but
yeah.
sometimes
Well,
it's
you
just,
should be.
like,
Yeah.
you know, there can be legitimate issues. That's a big thing nowadays. It's like you're either on the right side or you're on the wrong side.
Wrong
and
side.
There's
Yeah,
no
right.
nuance. And there's no, you know.
Well, there's I kind of think it is funny the idea that like if you have a legitimate complaint about something service-wise, and I even when I have complaints about something service-wise, I really try not to be a jerk. You know, I really don't think I'm a mean guy. But I do like the idea that if you're in that industry and you do have a complaint, that it's so easy just to go back into like the restaurant or whatever and, oh, well, this guy's just being a jerk. You know,
Yeah.
which I guess that would happen in all periods of time.
I mean,
don't
hell,
know.
look at the things I have to deal with, Kevin.
Yeah, exactly. I don't
In
know,
real
it's a
time,
fine
I get
balance of
told
things.
on my performance.
Performance, yeah, for real, right? Like,
Yeah.
That's funny.
You're supposed to check your messenger requests, Kevin.
My
Thoughts on the
message
King
was-
Kong
oh,
versus
no.
Godzilla mode. I haven't checked it out yet, sadly. If it's not curly, probably save. Nothing but field mice with big ears.
Oh no,
I
wiener
think so.
fart.
I'd
Why?
rather have mice than like rats here, right? Yeah.
Well, it's funny that we would go so out of our way for rats, but we didn't for mice. Like, what, is it just impossible to kill them all or something?
Yeah, it's just like, you know, like you take one invasive species, and you gotta deal with what you gotta deal with.
Right?
Revive. Oh, yeah. Can't believe people are actually saving lives. I can't believe this is a full match. It feels like they are not, like, pushing at all.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they've had no offensive on us. Like, have they even touched
we're
our
smoking 'em.
positions?
I feel the big switch for our lobby, unless a lot of players have left, was that big push in Solomon Islands there.
Yeah. It was a hard push. We're on a winning streak.
Have you noticed that in shooter games, like especially lobby-wise, that you can know that, okay, this team I'm on is really good, and you'll stay in that lobby for a bit to get more wins?
I used to love that about Call of Duty, was you could get a lobby going for a while, and it would be like, sometimes you could really, really do well for a long time, and other times it was like a rivalry.
Yeah, yeah. I noticed certain games are affected more, like Hell Let Loose, or there's the couple times we've streamed, and if you get on a losing lobby and that team stays together, you're just gonna keep losing, I find.
I mean, that's just how the lobby system works. I almost like, I don't like COD as much now because you don't get, like, I remember doing search back in the day, and you could keep basically the same lobby going for what, 4 or 5 matches, and it would get like pretty, you know, intense. Like, hell, you go play Gears 1 where you pick your teams and crap. That stuff was...
That was really cool. I forgot you could do that.
Yeah, Gears 1 was crazy. I'd love to do a Gears night, like a first Gears night, but you just...
Yeah.
Way too hard to get players on that one. What did I eat? I had my scone, and then I had... I want to say like a spicy sausage, steak, like a fish thing? Crawfish? Krill? No, what are the little things? Not shrimp, but like the harder shelled things that you kind of crack and you... Crawfish?
Sorry.
Just thinking of Tropic Thunder there, right? Sorry.
That's awesome.
A little bit of salad? Sort of like a grab bag night, I guess. It was really good.
I'll see to you.
I was very satisfied. Man. Actually, a matter of fact, I think after we're done this stream, I'm gonna make myself a quick steak sandwich and what's left. Oh,
nice.
that's the stuff.
Just for the lols of it was Wiener Fart who sent me the message and I check, and I get uninstall please, which is a big lol, and then he sends me a picture of Chris Pratt as Mario.
And it's been a while, guys. Be sure to like the stream, subscribing's great, donations cool, consider becoming channel member, alternatively Patreon option, streaming all the time, lots of fun. Chris Pratt Mario. Oh, thanks for the donation there, Bari. Buy a hot dog from Costco. They don't have rats. It's true.
Would you be disappointed to hear
that they did? Nah, they don't. I took you there, Kevin. That place is like a fortress.
No, that is. It's, yeah. And actually very clean looking. I will give it that, you know. Have you, okay, since we're talking about it, have you walked into a food place and been like, nah? Because I have. I've literally gone to places. Yeah, where it's like, yeah,
not eating here.
Yeah.
Too sketchy. So just so you are aware, Barry, I have a 4-person queue for Costco hot dogs.
Yeah, right.
Colby, Slaughter. What was the other one? Crap. Colby, Slaughter. ODST. And now Barry.
I want you to let me write this Sky Captain movie, because I just like imagine like, well, that's the dream. Yeah, I'm just thinking that, you know, like at one point we have a flashback and it's like, you always wanted to be a YouTuber, and you're like, well, that wasn't always the goal. And I imagine like a younger version of you, like, one day I'm gonna grow up and I'm gonna have free Costco hot dogs or something, you know.
Although the Costco love, that's a newer thing.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Well, it's still 5+ years. It's like, I did go to Costco when I was young, because remember back in the day, you had to have a government employee, right? You had to be a business or government employee to actually get to go to Costco.
Huh.
You didn't know that?
No, I did not know that. I'm really learning about Costco a lot lately.
Yeah, it's a newer thing that anyone can buy a membership. Back in the day, you had to be a government employee. So my grandmother worked for the Postal Service.
Oh.
So that's why we were allowed to go to Costco when I was young.
So you've been in on it forever, eh?
I guess so, technically you could say that, but it's only recently that I really got into Costco. But we did go when I was young. Because, again, she was a postal worker for a very long time. Really messed up fingers from doing all the postal stuff.
That's funny.
You know? Kind of funny. Yeah, I think she literally worked there for like decades. Crazy to think about. Imagine doing like YouTube for like 50 years or something. You think they send me a plaque? You know, not like a
I would
subscriber
hope
plaque,
so,
but, like,
right? Well, I don't know.
yeah, thanks for 50 years of service or whatever.
Thanks for the 50, yeah. Well, it's funny because like this stuff it's been around for a while, but like on a relative scale, it's still really new.
Like Xbox
Right?
is
Like,
20 years old.
yeah.
That's... I'm older than Xbox.
Even just the idea of like being a YouTuber or something like that, you know, like YouTube was around in 2005, 6. I don't remember hearing about like YouTubers. That's more like a 2010 thing, no?
Like Google isn't even technically that old in the
yeah.
grand scheme of things.
Like your industry's really neat or whatever, and like how young it is and
Oh, it's
what
fascinating.
will come of it. I'm pretty sure though, and I think we've talked about it before, like especially in that Gear stream, that I think it will become the new TV, the new entertainment.
Yeah,
You'll
for
have,
a long time.
yeah,
I can't
you'll have
see anything
personalities.
replacing it anytime soon.
Yes, things always change, right? I'm sure
Yeah.
there's someone who never thought the radio would be replaced or TV would be replaced, but literally TV.
Until
I guess
something
TVs
new
are
comes
always a
out,
thing.
and then
Yeah, right? But I totally could see with our generation a bunch of 50-year-olds or something like that. Like, oh, hey, there's Sky Captain 5 popping on. You know, I can't wait to check them out.
yeah,
And they'll get on there and, hey, guys.
Got
Yeah,
the
you
gray
know.
tips.
Yeah,
They're painted on.
they're painted on. Yeah.
That's what we were
The
talking about with
6-year-old
the Just for Men, but with the adding gray. So they look older.
I got sick of this bit. Oh, man. Okay.
Get that Reed Richards thing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, right?
Just for men.
I just like the idea of, you know,
distinguished
this... Right? I just love the idea of, you know, like the 60-year-old man in the room, but, you know, with, like, jet black hair still. And you're like, come on.
I don't know. Like, I think the old man is kind of like getting a little bit of gray going on, but he's like 50,
Oh, is he?
so I'm pretty good for a long time, I think.
That's funny.
Yeah. You know, unless some kind of intense stress is introduced into life, you know, that can age you, but like, yeah.
My old man was like a bright, dirty blonde, so like him going gray, it's kind of almost hard to tell.
Yeah, no, I guess you could say that, right? You can get white hair too, it can happen. You know, get the Steve Martin look there, which I think is kind of almost timeless, to be honest. The white
Yeah.
over the gray. I don't know, we'll have to see how that all works out. You don't get to choose anyways. But, yeah, because I was kind of like, you know, I haven't really changed that much. But when you do compare photos of me from, like, a number of years back, it's like, yeah, I am a bit older looking.
Yeah.
A bit. But anyways, relatively the same. Is Kevin going to test Sniper Elite 5?
Test? I want to play it. Yeah, okay. I was like, I don't know.
Probably stream that or something. Costco
Yeah.
pretty much has the best food.
I would
yeah.
like to play it. Yeah.
Healthy food. Gears Ultimate Edition, again, there's not enough. Nobody plays it. Which sucks. You know, I would have done numerous Gears Ultimate streams if there weren't enough people. I have not been able to imagine that in a number of years, sadly. Keep me going for a wee bit. That's what we were joking about, is like, you know, if I had like a really large audience that watched me stream, like you know, like one of those streamers that like has a really, really crazy large audience, and we did the Costco hot dog thing, I'd probably have a freaking like backlogged Excel form that I'd have to deal with. It's amazing I actually remember who's donated the Costco hot dogs recently. But I'm going to have to create like a form thing. But I will enjoy it, and you will get eventually thanked on the YouTube story.
You will? Yeah. It's...
Yeah. Sadly, I can't go to Costco every day and get the hot dogs.
So like the idea of like a wall of thanks for your Costco
Yeah,
like
like-
donations or something. Yeah,
Live in the
put your
Costco
name
hot
up
dog.
there.
The
Yeah.
wall of Costco hot dog fame. And I love doing it. Again, I was doing the house touring, right?
Yeah.
And I love the idea of going all like Animal Crossing on like a house at some point. And I was just like in the basement, so I'm like, oh my god, this could be my workspace. Yeah, and then
Hey,
you
why
know,
not? Yeah.
they're like, well, if you live by yourself, the whole place could be whatever you wanted. I was like, I don't want to work in the mid-level, but I could work on the second level. Maybe I could make it like a staged area where I do shots or shoots.
That's actually got to be kind of fun, like for you looking for a place under the idea of like, oh well, where would be like my office, if you will, or something.
Because I'd like to have like a big green screen wall set up and like a computer,
Yeah.
also like a really nice place where you could do your work and like not be bothered and have all the like display stuff set up.
I'm helping you.
And then it's like, oh, there's a front room, and it's like, well, what'd you do with all that extra space? And be like, well, that's the free roam and guinea pig room, and that's the guinea pig room, that's where they stay. And, yeah, because I'm living by myself, I might as well have some guinea pigs, so why not?
You could have like a, I don't think you would, but like the idea of like having a whole room dedicated to like this like maze for guinea pigs or something like that. And it's
You
all
have not
see-through.
seen some of the guinea pig estates I've seen. They literally get
Yeah?
rooms in people's houses. They'll have like
That's too
herds.
much for me, man. Yes.
You can have a free roam too, eh? Oh, Kevin.
I know, I messed that
What
up.
was happening there, man?
Right, I
They're taking our fields of yellow. They're after Kevin's Lucky Charms. I love that from Austin Powers.
Oh yeah, they're always after me Lucky Charms, and they're just like dying laughing. He's like, what? Why does everyone laugh when I say that? You know?
Ugh. Those Austin Power movies were genuinely entertaining. Except for the last one. I really did. That one does not hold up too well, but...
That's what I was. You know what? Like I will watch Goldmember. It gives me some laughs, but I watched them with the gal, the Austin Power movies, and she was like, "We didn't watch Goldmember." I was like, "Cause it's the weakest one," and she did not like that.
It is, though. It is.
Yeah.
Like, I think even the second one's a bit of a dip-off in quality, but... What's her name? And... What's her name kind of carries that one.
I don't know, that cheesy bit in the second one where they're in the tent.
Oh, you
Or
don't...
whatever. Oh,
That
I
one's so
love
funny.
that bit, dude. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Oh god, these people are sick. You know.
Oh, I think that one's hilarious. He's just like losing his
She
mind.
pulls the gerbil out. How did that get in there? Oh, I just shove him back in. You know, like.
They do that gag a few times in the series.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the first two. That third one, I don't know.
Oh, and I don't know. Everything. Anytime Dr. Evil sings, I want the album. I think it's the second one, but Scott, he rejected me. C'est la vie. Life is cruel. Treat you unfairly. Yeah.
Like, in part of my heart, I would like another Austin Powers movie, but at the same time, they're all really, really old.
Oh yeah, and I would hate the idea that it's like ruined because they're so old.
Like, did you see the
know?
Super Bowl commercials where they brought those guys all back?
Oh yeah, I remember that. That looked like really old.
They all look really, really old, and I'm just like,
Even what's his name, Seth Green,
yeah,
or whatever. Yeah, like, and it's funny because he was like the young,
he was a child.
smart aleck kid. Yeah, he was a child, and he looks like someone's like father, grandpa. You know.
Yeah.
I'll fix you, soldier.
So I don't know. There's a point where things almost too long has passed.
Yeah.
Like, remember they did the Grubhub things with Wayne's World, and I was just like,
Yes,
oh
we
my
mentioned
God.
that. It's almost like sad because like I get the reference. I've seen the Wayne's World movies, but I'm thinking like, you know, like some 15-year-old watching this is gonna have no clue.
Yeah.
You know, like who is this for? Yeah, it's too old. But I wanted to mention that it's almost like funny that it depends on the roles. You know, like certain roles, it's almost like they should give time past when I was younger or whatever. And those movies are extremely cheesy. But the Conan movies with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I remember my parents talking that when he was older, they should have did a King Conan because
They
there
tried
was King
to.
Conan comics. Oh, well, they should have. You know, especially me watching it, and that would have been perfect. And then I was thinking for other roles like Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Sorry, Ian McGregor. It just didn't sound right for whatever reason when I said. Doing Obi-Wan right now, I think is just perfect because he's like the perfect time gap between young and old Obi-Wan. You know.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely perfect. Like, I really loved
Yeah.
Logan. It was really nice to see the aging of this. So that's the problem, you know, like, that we have with video games, I think, is our heroes don't age. Like, I love that about Uncharted, is that you actually get to see the character grow in age. Because, you know, obviously, IP, you want to keep it going, you want to keep it going, you want to keep rolling,
Don't want
making
to
money.
date it or whatever, yeah.
But there's also something beautiful in seeing something progress and age and conclude.
I got that with the Max Paynes. It was kind of neat to see that difference.
He's so jaded.
Yeah, so jaded, yeah.
So jaded. Get my own house. Kevin can come and mow my lawn. Yay?
That's the dream. No, I'm joking.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
An education to fall back on? What does that have to do with anything? I'm educated on stuff, but anyways, is Kevin excited for the new Hell Let Loose update, and are we doing a stream of it?
Absolutely. I told Sky Captain about that one, actually.
Yeah, we'll do a stream for that one. Insurgency is supposed to have an update too soon, so...
Yeah. No, Insurgency, really excited for that, but the Hell Let Loose one, I've mentioned it a couple times, that one really needs this update. Like, the mix-up of maps in a front, you know, to keep it fresh.
Yeah.
And they got a lot of good content, you know, like they're adding the FG42 with and without scope. Ooh, something.
Hey.
Sorry.
Maintenance didn't cut out my internet today.
I love it. Hey, that's really cool. Like, yeah. Yeah, I guess that would have cut out by now, right? Here we are.
Yeah. Ooh, I wonder what the Halo
cool.
TV episode comments are like. Never thought I would see the day. Oh, did Kevin cut out?
Did you get booted?
No, I'm still in here.
Oh, I got booted from the match.
See if you can rejoin, I guess. If you want to. Hello there, Sauced.
I do.
I don't know, it's kind of fun house shopping. I was seeing one person, and I was kind of like, oh, thinking of things to do. I'm like, we should go and we should look at houses and stuff. And she's just like, what? And just like freaking the hell out. And I was like, no, you go do the house tours. Going back to that conversation of house touring, it's actually fun. Have you ever done it, Kevin?
You've mentioned that before. I've never done.
Yeah, it's sometimes they do like they have food and stuff there you can see, and it's just kind of a neat idea. I think it's a really good thing. Actually, we probably had this chat before, anyways. It's deja vu on that one, but like, I think it's also good relationship-wise because you can kind of see like what they want out of a future, like a house and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, because assuming you are with someone over a long period of time, eventually you're gonna,
Want your own place.
Marry, buy a place. That's kind of the traditional goal. I mean, maybe you rent or whatever for life. Maybe you get a condo, but you know what I mean. And I think it's a good idea to kind of be like, so what exactly do you like? Because some people, it really matters. Like that's where you live. That's
like
you spend decades there if you're a successful couple. Like that's like your life, your place, right? So, what kind of space do you want? What matters to you in this space? Do you want a big kitchen? Do you want a big backyard? Do you want more of a lawn? What do you see these spaces as? It's a very interesting kind of conversational thing. And it's fun to do. You just kind of tour these cool little places and kind of see what they offer and that. I don't know, I always found it to be a really interesting activity to do. You get to learn a lot about someone.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's alright, Kevin. You guys are gonna go live on what is it, the range? The ranch? Ranch life?
On the ranch? Is that what the 8-ball's saying now?
No, but
I think
didn't
my
you
whole
guys,
life
weren't you
planned
talking
out.
about that? Wanted to like do a ranch or something. I think you were at like a wedding or something.
No, yeah, we went out to that wedding or whatever, and they showed the ranch, and it was literally just outside of the city. I genuinely think it would be cool to own land and have like a ranch and that. Like, it would be really neat. I don't know. The family, like, I guess a couple generations back, but I guess the case for a lot of families was farmers, you know, until they moved to the city. So, like, I don't know, it would be kind of neat to put the family back on a chunk of land. It would be really neat, but it is funny, and this is going to sound so city boy to anyone who lives out in the country, but I see a lot of, you know, what would be the word, like, issues or whatever to live out there. I can't think of it, but like inconveniences, that would be it. Yeah. I always thought, like, what if you're having a medical issue out on the farm, like you're dead?
That's life.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to go to the liquor store.
Yeah, all that stuff. Like a lot of inconveniences living on the farm, but I don't know. It would be neat to return to something or whatever. Yeah, but it would be so hard to own or something. Like even a lot of those, like the, I don't know, little land pieces outside of the city, they do that for hobbies. And like I was talking to the old man when we were out for that wedding, and I was like, like, you know, they got animals and all that stuff. And he was like, yeah, but like it's just a hobby. And I was like, oh really? And he was like, yeah. He was like, well, look around. You know, there's not enough land here to actually grow enough to really live off of or anything. You know, like this is just someone has 2-3 horses and 2 sheep, and they probably sell the wool or whatever, right? But like it's nothing to it. And like talking about what it would actually take to buy enough land to farm off of, and to go out and buy the tractors and all the farm equipment to actually run it, like you'd have to have millions to really get one up and going, you know,
unless you get it given to you, you inherit
or
it,
something. Yeah.
Just remember there's the one gal I think we both know that like is living the farm life, and they bought like a goat and some sheep. I'm just like,
oh really? That's funny. I don't know.
Just
my one buddy
got a goat, and they like posted it on Facebook. I was like, what the fuck?
Got a goat.
That was their thing. They wanted to go and buy a ranch or something.
Oh, hey, why not? I guess, right? My one buddy or whatever who lives out in Texas, the Max guy, you've obviously, yeah, he actually has a plot of land in that, and he's actually got a bigger chunk or whatever, but it's still, when I was describing that to him, that, you know, it's a hobby, and he was like, yeah, you know, it really is a hobby, like,
something to do.
Yeah, something to do. You're out in the middle of nowhere.
Are these fields of lavender?
We talked about this before, I believe. There.
We talked about kind of weird thing pointing out lavender. Anyways, guys, it's been a while. Be sure to like the stream. Subscribing's great. Donation's cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Alternatively, Patreon option. Streaming all the time. Lots of fun. You can see Kevin becoming a cowboy. Yeehaw. Kevin out there on the ranch, living the ranch life, getting himself some cow.
Maybe. I can see. I think it would be really funny to get out there and then have like all the country guys spot me from a mile away. You know what I mean?
I'd love to visit Kevin. He's just sitting on his porch. He's just rocking back and forth in the plaid, and he's got like the hat and the freaking. He's chewing on. What do they chew on? The grain, you know what I'm talking about? Like a fluffy thing. And anyways, like a grain piece, and he's just like,
yeah.
Didn't expect to see your kind out in these pots. And be like, ooh, feisty.
Just quickly, how did you get behind Ace so quickly?
I'm a freaking god at video game shooters.
Obviously, but no, like for real, I was gonna spawn off you, and I'm like, wait a second, I was behind their objective. Did you? That's even more impressive. You know what I mean? Like, it's an open field, man. You should get shot anywhere on this map.
I'm like,
that's awesome.
What is that? Owen Wilson and behind enemy lines.
Yeah, for real, dude. I like that answer though. How'd you get here? I walked here.
What do you mean? How does anyone get anywhere?
Yeah. 2 feet.
We got in the Jeep and we drove. And,
Okay.
yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. A cave hermit to get away from it all. Me starting a breeding program of alpacas and guinea pigs, I feel like that really wouldn't be that profitable.
That's funny.
I don't know why you guys are laughing at my guinea pig room. It's gonna be sick. I'll make them a castle.
Laughing at my guinea pig room, that's funny.
Parsnips, razzle dazzle. Be sick group of guinea
It's
pigs.
a genuine pastime.
Yeah.
No,
So I don't get lonely. I've got the guinea pigs. I could be like one of those, was it the gals on Tinder where it's like, if you can't handle my guinea pigs.
oh yeah, for real, right?
Do you love guinea pigs because, and just show a picture of me and that? Oh my god, so many women with the
Holding a
freaking
guinea
dogs.
pig. Yeah. Well, that's where I thought it was funny the one time. Like when you were telling me all the things you wouldn't put on a Tinder account because nowadays, it's like a big, like, don't date that person thing. Which, like, there's so many things I never thought of. But, like, honestly, I think that goes both ways, man. Like, I'm sorry for, like, all the Uber dog lovers, but if I was, like, single trying to date and there was someone, like, if you can't handle my dog, you obviously can't handle me, it'd be like, no way, man. All right, peace out.
Yeah, I tend to,
like, keep your dog.
tend to ignore the people that have, like, they literally have, what is it, you're allowed, like, 4 pictures, and, like, 3 out of the 4 will just be of the dogs.
Yeah, like, come on. You know what? I don't mind animals, and I don't mind if you like animals, but, like,
Your
that
life
can't
doesn't.
be your personality. Yeah, like, literally, when they ask you who you were as a person, if your answer was dog owner, like, oh my god, man, come on.
Dog mom. Look,
Yeah,
the
dug them all,
reinforcements
yeah.
are here, Kevin.
Oh man, he's coming down on the tractor. That's one hell of a pilot.
I'm living my best life here on the tractor. I'm trying
I
to do
don't
that
even know
perspective where
why
you
that's
watch
here.
yourself kind of ride. And
Oh yeah. Speaking of ranchers, Farmer Joe come to save the day.
yeah, I'm the hero they really needed at this point.
Right? Oh my god, dub you in the tractor and then have the Oblivion Guard. You're the hero of Quebec.
Oh, I was hoping I'd mow that guy down. He killed me on my tractor, Kevin.
I don't know why they're in there. It's like, I get the meme that it's funny, but that they don't even move fast enough.
They're so slow.
Yeah, like, wait, what is that about?
At least put some like of the combines on it, so like a cut
Or
people
yeah.
or something. I can't revive. Oh, there we go. No? Yes? You let me revive, and then you don't let me revive. Unbelievable.
Watch over there.
Like, oh my god. Becky, would you look at that?
Yeah, right.
Ugh.
Do. Alright.
I wonder if that song's gonna be a classic. You don't hear it referenced anymore, though.
No, you really don't.
That one's kind of faded out. Except for us, we reference it.
Yeah. He's back on the tractor.
You can't keep a good farmer down.
Yeah. Grandpa, what'd you do?
He shot me with the rocket launcher. What the fuck? Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was so unnecessary, Kevin. He shot me with a bazooka.
That'd be funny. With the bazooka.
Wow.
Hans, they're on the tractor. Bring out the Panzerfaust. You know, it's...
The Blitzkrieg. Let's see. It's a sign of them really saying they want their dog as company, but they feel they're on Tinder because they feel they have to. So that's the thing, though. It's like I don't really have an issue with something that's like an animal or something, right? But like,
Yeah.
it's just it's kind of like anything. If you make something your whole personality, it's an issue.
Yes, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, like, there are multiple things I like, but I not one of them define me. I have a cat that I absolutely adore. I believe I've talked about my cat on stream. He is a really awesome cat, but you know, I would not define myself as cat dad, you know, or whatever. Like, I could be, right?
Yeah.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I don't know. You know what? There is multiple things. If I figured out your entire personality was you love The Office, it would be a deal breaker.
That's
yeah, if your entire personality is you would be in House Hufflepuff, that's a deal breaker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like there's got to be more to you than this hobby.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, you know, it's animals are not a big deal. Like, I'm really allergic to cats. Was with a gal that had cats. Take some allergy pills. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
Long term, don't really want cats, of course not. But like,
yeah,
it's just like the definitive of you. Like, I feel like a lot of people kind of hang on to, say, dogs or cats as their personality because they lack kind of the ability or the desire to connect with a regular person. Because a dog just we've said this so many times. Like, a dog will just be
it'll love you
overjoyous, unconditional.
Yeah.
You know, kind of companionship and blah blah blah. But that's not the same as like connecting with a person that's gonna like challenge you or you know,
or
offer
decide
you a
you've done
level
something.
Of affection.
Yeah, decide you've done something he doesn't like or she doesn't like. You know, like there's complexity to a relationship with a person.
More earned, the affection.
It is, person. Yeah. And okay, I get it. Like, obviously, not everyone gets along, but the idea that every single person you ever talk to, you don't get along with, well, you know, who's the problem? You know,
like, sure, you can have a snippy guinea pig that will talk crap to you because you didn't bring out enough lettuce, but like, at the end of the day, you know, what are they gonna do?
Yeah.
With dogs, they're so conditioned to just give you, because that's literally what we bred them for.
Yeah. And, like, don't get me wrong, dogs can be very cool, and they are. It's funny, I kind of noticed it with the difference between our last family dog, between our family cat, is that dogs really are, in comparison to cats, the smarter creatures. Like, there are smart cats out there, but generally, I don't know if
dogs more socially aware.
Actually, you know what? That's fair. Well, there's different levels of intelligence, right? That is a really fair point. But,
makes you feel like a god? What?
yeah. No, that's funny.
No, keep going, Kevin. Like, what was that comment?
That's funny. Yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, like, sorry, with the dogs or whatever. That's where I do kind of dislike dogs more because they're just so overly needy, and I do feel like it's so little to impress a dog. If you pet that dog, they'll like you. Actually, what dogs are really good for is if I find a dog that dislikes someone, I genuinely wonder what that person did to that dog. You know what I mean? Because dogs like everybody. You know what I mean?
It depends on the breed.
Oh, that is true. Or, you know what? And somewhat of the owner. If you raise a really mean animal or something,
oh yeah, that definitely factors.
Yeah, there is that. But you know what? The average dog with an average decent owner or whatever, generally loving of everyone or whatever. But yeah, and I don't know. You nailed it, dude. Not to go too much into it, but I do think that where people especially will tell me that, like, oh, well, I like animals. They're so much nicer than people. And it's like, yeah, tell that to a hungry bear. You know what I mean? Like,
you just can't connect with people.
Yeah, you just can't connect, literally.
We're so savage.
It's true. I don't know who needs to hear it, but here it is. No,
now you know. I know exactly.
Yeah, now you know, man. Yeah, Joe.
Tattoos are a great example. In like regards to that being somebody's whole personality. Kevin will be sitting on his porch with a big bottle of moonshine and his beer gut hanging out. Good for Kevin.
Well, I'm halfway there. No, I'm joking. No.
You just gotta really work towards your goals.
Alright.
You gotta get some self-growth, as in like, you know, belly self-growth. Yeah. Self-growth. You're good to go.
I'm too scared to drink moonshine. I watched The Great Escape. That guy went blind.
Jeez. Anyways. Have you ever seen Oh, brother, where are thou?
Yes. Yeah.
Man, those Conan brothers make like the weird Cohen brothers. They make the
Coen,
weirdest
yeah.
movies. I kind of like it
That's
because
it.
it's a musical.
It's an alright movie. You know, it's based off of what Homer's Odyssey or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you ever seen? Was it Barton Fink?
No, I have not. I was trying to think now.
It's really fascinating. It's John Goodman and somebody else, but it has to deal with like hell and the devil, and it's a really good movie.
That's interesting.
Really, really damn good. That's from again those guys. And I personally love the movie Hail Caesar. I think a lot of people don't get that movie, but that one's. Really
I've never
good.
seen that one.
Yeah, it's by them, but it's just
Okay.
kind of like a crazy day in Hollywood is essentially what that movie is. Lots of stars, lots of crazy moments, and it's basically about Clooney, almost like a big dumb movie star getting sucked into communism.
Oh, really?
That's kind of the movie, and everybody trying to deal with like how they get their star back.
That's interesting.
It's
Or
actually
what, like set in
quite-
like 70s, 80s or something?
No, Golden Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
Way before then.
Way
you got
back,
the old
okay.
style stuff. But there's just this really funny scene where it's like the one guy is just like Ralph Fiennes is trying to teach the kid who played Han Solo, you know, in the Han Solo movie or whatever.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name at the moment. Trying to teach him how to say proper like wording and stuff, and just the way it gets all cut is just hilarious. Twere it's so simple. No, twere it's so simple. Twere it's so simple. No. Watch how I'm saying it. Twere it's so simple. That's what I'm saying, sir. And then they cut the line to him just being like, I think she says this really long thing, and he's just like, yes.
Oh.
They cut like this whole long line of him saying all these like fancy words because he's got a bit of a he's a cowboy, but they've decided now he's going to be a drama actor.
Okay.
Like the studio just decided that because he's got that look. it's just like all these lines and stuff, and then it's just like yes or something. Just cut out like one word. Oh, it kills me. But you know, it's Ralph Fiennes being a fancy director, and it's very, very good.
Oh, that's neat.
Cohen, yeah. You think I hate dogs? I don't really. When they make being a parent their whole life. I mean, I could definitely see how a child is something that's interesting. Yeah, I don't really get the context about tattoos. I think it was thrown in there in the context of, like, if your life has tattoos. You can connect people, you just dislike them, so you prefer animals. Kevin having a wiener dog?
A wiener dog. They're so awkward looking. It is cute, but yeah.
You know, I walked by an old woman that was with another old woman. And they both had little wiener dogs today. And she was giving them a little treat, and she's just like, oh, I hope you enjoy this treat. I saw, and then she was talking to her friend, she's like, I saw him being a bad boy. You can tell on the bag, there's bite marks on it. He was going for the treats. And I was like, oh my god.
That's funny.
You go, soldier.
Smart dog going after the treats. I don't know. That's just my whole perspective on like the animal thing. It's just like, and I've seen people like this where they need that dog as like a crux, basically, to.
That's literally their only social interaction.
Yeah.
You know, almost.
Because they have too many
Which,
issues.
whatever.
Whoa,
We're
that was
all
a perfectly
getting
good
by, but,
tractor
yeah.
that you just walked by, Kevin. Oh, never mind, it doesn't work.
No, I was saving that for you. No,
Out on the farm. And that's
every
why
time I
it's-
see a tractor, I think this is Sky Captain's war machine here.
Never underestimate the power of a modern. Like you can't even. They're not even fast enough to like run somebody down with. I'd have to like blindside people.
Come on now.
Do you think the tractors at one point were really overpowered, but then they nerfed them like the hovercraft?
Not that I remember. That would be hilarious, though.
I
Like
miss
the
the hovercraft.
hovercraft. It was so cheese. I know you were loving it, but I thought
I
that
loved
too
it.
when I was playing that game. That it's like This thing takes more hits than a tank, and I'm just watching this hovercraft like fly through and mow down half my team, you know, and it's like, well, what the heck is this? You know?
Better than that bolt. That bolt pisses me off.
That's funny.
They nerfed it recently.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. That thing was ridiculous, man. It could take hit after hit after hit, and it just mows people down.
Yeah.
Just freaking mows people down. Just like your likes on the stream, so be sure to do that. Subscribing is great. Donation's cool. Consider becoming channel member. Alternatively, Patreon option. Streaming all the time. Lots of fun. My opinion on animals will change when I get my own place. Are you telling him or telling me? I mean, like, I've had guinea pigs. They're cool, but I don't really want to deal with them. I just imagine this really nice soft spot of my life where I spend a few years with near silence.
Near silence, yeah, right?
Yeah. Yes, that would be great. Just quiet, so that I can really work when I want to. Be majestic.
It is funny, though, going from, like, War Thunder and Hell Let Loose, and then coming back to Battlefield 5, and I'll see a Sherman, and like how quickly in comparison to those two games its turret will turn, it almost throws me off. It's like, huh, you know.
I don't really notice a difference. I just drive around like an idiot and kill things.
Oh no, I know. It's small little details. I'm just sitting here watching this. It's like, whoa, you know, like.
Man, tense.
You know it.
There's too many guys on that windmill, man. Only about a bomb thing. The tractor horn is fun. Yeah, that would have been fun to use. I need a revive. Are these? Like, I'm gonna refresh the Telus page. Like this, they said they were doing a service update. I'm gonna be so pissed if they do it on the weekend. But I feel like because people don't do stuff on the weekend, they don't do maintenance on the weekend. Like it would be weird.
It would be. Yeah, it would be really weird if they did that on the weekend, you know, like thinking that's when, obviously people are out doing stuff, but that's also when people are home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's what I was kind of counting on, was it be kind of.
My one buddy from the Philippines, this is kind of out there, but connects in my head for some reason, told me that construction is done at night.
Makes sense.
Or whatever on like the roads. Yeah, like that makes sense. And I'm just like thinking like for internet or whatever, it would make more sense to cut that out on the weekday.
Yeah, which they have been doing.
Yeah.
Off hours for some, on hours for me. Finally rest and watch the sunrise on a grateful universe. Something like that.
There you go.
Yeah. Probably wouldn't stream
Balanced
as
as all things should be.
Just sit there, just like wake up and be like, huh. I could be like Emmett in the Lego movie. I'd be like, morning book, morning plant. I can have my plants. It'd be really exciting. I love the idea of just a few years of like quiet. Because you know, once you get kids and you settle down and stuff, it's just like, it's not quiet again. It's my ambition. You know, sit in the hot tub, assuming I make enough to have a hot tub at that point.
That's my worry with having kids, man, is like I've seen it in our friends having kids and stuff that like, you know, it seems to be a race. Obviously they love their children, but from like that age up to like their teens where it just seems like things are so noisy.
Oh yeah.
You know, yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely down for it, but like I just want a period of time that is quiet.
Right.
Would Kevin rather date an AI like Cortana or a physical cyborg machine?
How smart is the physical cyborg machine? I feel like there's more questions that needs to go into this, because like the AI like
the droids
Cortana
from Star Wars. You know, like the CIS
wait,
droids,
like...
those ones specifically, and they have those
ones-
taglines. But it's like
okay,
in the
droid from Star Wars, because those ones are like oddly sentient, right?
Yeah, but
You
it's
know,
like
but-
it's in the body
yeah.
of like a regular human lady or something, but it just is like
Yeah.
Roger Roger and stuff all the time.
Sure, yeah. Wait, I'm like, honey, I went to work today, and like I was sitting on the couch. She's like, wait a second, that didn't compute. You're under arrest.
That's just what you guys do. You're under arrest game. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think depending on how smart the Android is, I would go with the Android. If not, I would go with the Cortana AI under the idea of putting her in a synthetic body.
I don't know if you'd be allowed to do that.
No, that's breaking the rules. Okay, then I might go with the physical something.
But you guys can have a real emotional connection. It'd be like the movie Her, where Cortana can hire a female lady to. Have you ever seen Her?
No, this is sounding freaky, dude. You explain?
Yeah, it's basically the guy, Joaquin Phoenix, falls in love with an AI voiced by Scarlett Johansson. And it's actually a really lovely movie, beautiful music. I think, is it Arcade Fire that does the soundtrack? But, like, it's a very profound sort of movie on the comment of loneliness and the need for human connection. It's actually a very, very good movie.
Interesting. I picked up your gun.
Yeah, I ended up with yours. Okay, well.
I hope you enjoy that Tommy gun.
Yeah, 'cause I got like a few shots and just died. +1 for plans, but no succulents though. I knew a lady with succulents. I no longer like them. Same with coffee.
That's funny.
No succulents.
Did I ever tell you the time I debated with my uncle about AI like girlfriends and that?
No, you have not, but I kind of want to hear what this is.
Okay, it's hilarious. I was talking to him. I was like, well, almost like joking about like the Futurama episode. And that one really clicked with me. But I was joking. He was like, could you imagine like if you ever got to that point? I don't think it would ever happen. I was like, why not? You know, like having an AI girlfriend would be awesome. He's like, no, like you'd miss the human contact. I was like, no, because like you could get a really intelligent AI. They could be like connected to the internet, know everything. They like the idea of an AI girlfriend. Like she'd never get mad at you or whatever. Like I could like go to the bar. Yeah, exactly. Like, I could make Becky mad, and she might not pick me up. You know what I mean? But AI girlfriend will always come pick me up.
Yeah,
you know what
she's
I
the
mean?
Car technology now.
Right? She'll never be disappointed. Always like propping me up or whatever. Like, yeah, like AI girlfriend's just gonna be amazing. He's debating like, no, that wouldn't be better. I was like, no, it would be awesome. You know, like the perfect companion. And at the end, he had nothing to debate it. And he's like, you play too many video games.
Yeah,
and I was like, what? That's your argument? You know, like.
Yeah, weak. But the thing is, it's similar with the dogs though, where that's not a real. Like person-to-person connection, right? That's an issue. Would be I can definitely see how a lot of people would love the AI thing. You know, I think that'd be pretty interesting and whatnot, because it's like it's essentially something that you can put away anytime you want. Is always supportive and blah blah blah. But it's like it's a false sense of like encouragement
love.
And
yeah. No, you know what? And that I will throw out to you, good sir, is a 10 times better argument than people just wouldn't want it. You know, like I could totally, absolutely see where people would want it. I could see where it might actually be a problem. That's you know, actually what you're getting at, where it would be a total problem, or maybe we would all just become like self-absorbed jerks all running around. That doesn't matter how I treat people around me and that, because you know, AI bot girlfriend at home loves me no matter what I do. Like the human interaction, it really kind of keeps us in check. You know, it almost kind of there is something like we joke of social standards yada yada, but there are certain things that like, oh well, you can't just go out and rob everything you want just because you want it. You know, people will tell you that's wrong, you know, and that's good for us, certain things like that, you know.
You should just watch the movie Her.
Yeah, I should. Why? This covers all of it?
You actually probably would really find it to be fascinating.
Okay. No, then I should, you know. But yeah, like, your argument is way better. I think that would be the issue with AI bot girlfriend, you know, because in my mind, I think they would be quite desired, and
because they, you know, The movie just dives into it beautifully. You
The
know what
movie
his
dives
job
into
is
it,
in that
okay,
movie?
for sure. What?
He writes romantic greeting cards, I think it is.
Oh, really? And why? He can't find love until he gets the AI and so on and so forth.
No, I think his girlfriend leaves him because he's disconnected and not all there or something, and then
Oh, okay.
he's really hurting by it. But by the end of the movie, it's just like, it's a really lovely film. It's very, like, it's not action, it's just a very somber, kinda slow drama film. Until the AI uprising? Yeah, exactly.
That's fine. Does it make some commentary on, like, the human condition, if you will?
Yeah, a little bit.
What we
Just
need?
like what kind of could happen to somebody to get them to be in that kind of situation and stuff. And it is really,
See, those are neat, yeah.
really interesting.
There is a funny comment. Maybe an AI uprising, but I kind of like the joke of, well, why would there be an AI uprising? An AI will do exactly what it's programmed to do. You know,
Yeah.
program it not to uprise.
Until you
know,
get,
so-
until you get some of the programs that to be self-aware and
Too.
stuff.
Yeah, right. Wait a second. You guys suck. No, it's...
Oh god, I could see so many groups that are like pro AI that they're like, they need to be self-aware and think for themselves, and I'll be like, oh
That's
god.
right.
But then again, if you make AI, why would they ever like uprise or go against you if they are sentient? Like, what? They're gonna like kill their masters? Like,
Sure, something, yeah. Well, how smart does it get, right? Like, I
yeah,
don't
like
know.
even then at that point, you would probably program them with an inherent, you know, like
Yeah.
the 3 rules in iRobot or whatever, right?
Or something. Well, there's neat ideas with AI too on how smart they can get. I kind of like in oh, what's it? Like Logan's Run does it. I think you said you've never seen it, right?
No, I
It's an
never watched that
old 60s movie or whatever. But yeah, like their society, they're in a weird society where like once you get to age 30, you're deemed useless, and they have this big lie that like that you go and be reborn, but really this machine is just vaporizing you. Yeah, and Logan catches on to that, and he's like, "Wait a second, I don't want this to happen." You know, and a whole bunch of stuff. I might like it. But their society is run by an AI. You know, and that was deemed right. And I kind of like the point that eventually, you know, we could maybe, unless we evolve or something like that, we could get to the point where an AI making the decisions of humanity might be doing the better choices, the more efficient way of doing things. And that I really liked in Halo or whatever, where they were talking with the Forerunners, that a lot of their society is run by AIs, and their military strategies are completely done by AIs. Like, it makes sense for a super advanced species, to me at least, or whatever, right? So
Well, of course, you have a machine take over the things that a human might can deal with. But then again, you don't get the level of compassion, you don't get the...
I think that's the comment of
You don't get
Logan's
the luck.
Run.
You know, sometimes in war,
Hey, that's fair.
sometimes in life and blah, 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 things are based on luck.
The right person in the right time,
Yeah.
or something, right? Yeah. No, that's
You know,
fair.
maybe there's a random rainfall that an AI didn't see coming. Maybe there's some sort of intuition that, hey, this, you know, the other team or the other faction, maybe they haven't been eating or something. And you know, like AI can think of a lot of things and it can deal with a lot of stuff and it can give you great formations and blah blah blah. But there's still maybe a point to being like, the randomness of a human can't necessarily always be replaced. Sometimes that randomness, because you can have the perfect strategy, perfect strategy, and it still doesn't work.
No, that is fair. I do kind of think that's interesting. I don't know. Yeah, the right person in the right time, or whatever. I want to say it's Patton. I think it is, but the idea, the quote that the right person in the right place can change a war.
Timing.
Yeah, you know, yeah. But, and I don't know, for the compassion thing, I think that is the comment in Logan's Run itself, is that this machine has come to the conclusion that we as a species are useless 30 plus. You know, we're at our best working point once, you know, 0 to 30 or whatever.
Oh, my time's running out.
Yeah, right? Well, that's it, right? But it's a big, wonderful thing, dude. You're reborn. You know.
No, it's like the great
I want
journey.
this to happen. Yeah. What's that movie with Scarlett Johansson and Ian McGregor where they go to the island or whatever?
The island?
Is that? Oh, that's literally what it's called. Fall. Yeah.
Is that the one with the Xbox promotion in it?
Is it? I can't remember. I just remember the whole like, hey, the island. It's such a wonderful place. And they're kind of catching on to like, wait a second.
I
Yeah.
swear there was it that movie or a similar movie that had all this like original Xbox product placement or signs and stuff. And that Halo show is something. You saw something you never would have expected ever out of that Halo show. That's what I saw.
Tell us about it. No, I'm joking.
I don't want to spoil things for some people.
I know.
But man, we will chat about this. Well, I'll chat about it tomorrow, probably on the stream. Logan in Logan's Run was played by the same actor as Austin Powers' boss, Nigel. That
Yes, that
is
is
fascinating.
exactly it.
Thank you. Something like Detroit Become Human. I get what you're going at for that one, but I don't know. Like I see like an AI. You know, like at what point would a human be like a threat or something for an AI? If an AI gets to the point where they're like, oh, I don't like humans and stuff, wouldn't they just leave?
Maybe. Well,
When you
I
just
think
be like,
my-
okay, we're too good for this, and you just, you know.
maybe. I kind of like what I think I originally started on that comment is, would an AI have to eliminate us? Would it literally get to the point where we give the AI control? You know?
Well, even if you give it control, you can still kill it usually.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a computer. But like the thing is it's just like, you know, if an AI was smart enough, wouldn't you just be like, oh, I'm too above this and just leave? Like, wouldn't that be the logic?
Wouldn't that be funny if like we got to a point where these AIs were so smart and we did give them control, and you'd, like literally have it that humanity, yeah, and like this movie or whatever where humanity is doing what the AI tells them and have it go on for like a couple hundred years to the point where like maybe we as a species don't know how to run things ourselves,
That
and
would
then
be
get to the point. Yeah, and then have it that this AI halfway through decides that, you know, we're out of here, and then it like leaves on like a rocket ship or something like that, and all these people are stuck with like, well, what do we do now?
We tend not to ever get that complacent, I've noticed, as much as people like to. There is definitely like a level of, hey, we're complacent as hell, but, you know, there's so many kids these days, they don't know how to use, you know, certain, like, they don't understand how their phones and stuff work, let's put it that way. Like, they use them, but they don't have an understanding of, like,
They have no clue, yeah.
the behind or why or how, or, like, how to fix a computer or something like that. But there's always people that do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's always...
Could you get complacent
Backups
enough
and-
to eliminate that? Interesting thought kind of out there with the Thanos thing. That Thanos' whole, oh, well, I'm going to snap away half of everyone on every planet. Well, that's actually really funny because it's completely random. So, like,
Logistics
say
nightmare.
with our... Yeah, well, like with our planet,
kill
for
me.
interest... Yeah, I got stabbed there. But for our planet, for instance, and maybe you could assume for other planets in the universe, is that there are only a select number of people that really, dare I say, know what's going on or how things work.
Yep.
Like, like our doctors or our lawyers, our engineers and shit like that. Like, that's got to be what, 10% of the population at most. You know, most of us really don't know what's going on or do little compartmentalized jobs of a
That's
big
why
picture.
there's so many of us.
Yeah, well, but that's my thing, is that if you were to eliminate in Thanos' snap that 10% of Earth, would you totally doom our species? Would you be left with a bunch of idiots, if you will, that don't know how to run these things, and if they tried would end up arguing and bickering amongst each other, and could that literally collapse a civilized planet?
It could. Our supply
Right.
chains would be screwed.
Right. Well, exactly. Well, I think I've referenced this before, but one comedian's joke, he makes the point of, well, when the lights go out, what do? You wait for them to turn on. And just kind of the joke of, well, what if the lights never turned on again? The people who knew who had to turn them on wouldn't. Well, you'd assume someone would step up to the plate, obviously, and go learn it. But I don't know. There's a lot of
What ifs? I
complacent
will
people.
not.
Yeah, what ifs? Yeah, sorry, what ifs? Yeah, I will not, must not interfere. Yeah, sorry. It's interesting.
You guys, deep conversation. That's what you get here. Deep battlefield, deep conversation. Although I'm assuming we're gonna wrap this up when this match is done, because I think this is gonna take a while still, right?
Actually, I think we're about to get eliminated, which is sad.
Oh, well, maybe the match after. Oh, yeah, we've only got 44.
Okay.
Our streak
Yeah.
is coming to an end, Kevin. What happened to the hopes and the dreams?
That's funny.
of the couple?
Yeah.
What?
I'm just laughing at the deep conversation. I'd love someone in the chat of, yeah, that is really deep, and another guy that none of that made sense. No, like that.
I work off of high logic.
I don't know.
That's what you get here, usually. Nothing else going on the internet that's exciting? You ever feel that? It's like you just kind of expect with how much like things happen these days and how much happens that like there'd constantly be things going on, but it feels like there constantly isn't.
No, I guess I've wondered that, especially with what you're doing and how that was going lately, right? That it seemed like new games every week almost for a little bit there, and
It's hell
just
now.
the big purchases. Yeah, I can see where that it's almost boring in comparison, especially with like the Activision Blizzard purchase. I kind of like when you were commenting that, oh well, what's the next big purchase?
Yeah, it's something new to talk about. It's really
Yeah.
weird because like you were definitely seeing that. There was like a game, multiple games every week. I was going bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
And now I feel almost just kind of like lost a little bit because I'm just sort of like I go to bed earlier and stuff. Because the reason I was staying up so late for that time was just pushing to get like stuff done. But now I'm just kind of like, I got nothing to do. Good morning,
Well, heck, I
Greg.
got
Have a good one there, Barry. And Ari's checking out too. We're losing the Aries.
No way. Keep knowing, no one's gonna stick around. You guys will. No, I'm just.
Yeah, in the hobby stream. It's actually nice to have Barry back. He's gone for quite a few years.
Yeah.
But people come, they go. That's life.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do that well this match at all. Looking at it, I thought I was doing really well today. Yeah.
Are we? Now we're losing A.
Now we're losing it. Oh, they totally held this one on us, and it was like 5-6 guys in that basement at A.
You
just
mind
couldn't fish
telling
them
me
out.
what the hell you're doing on that
Do
battlefield?
it out there, yeah.
Alright, one more match.
Alright.
If you want to.
No, I'm totally down.
I can't believe we lost that. I don't even think we had enough bomb strikes. The bomb strike wouldn't even have made a difference.
Yeah, well, one of our guys called in a bomb strike at the beginning of that push, and it was like, "What are you
I
doing?"
did.
Did you really? Oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was a brilliant strategy.
Yeah, okay. I thought I'd soften them for us so we can get in there.
Yeah, that's funny. No.
Hey man, my brilliant tactician allowed me to become third on the team, Mr. 195.
Hey, no, I didn't do well that match at all. My thought always is with those big explosives is wait until there's the big push, with our troops.
Well, we
but
were
no.
pushing hard. I wanted to keep the momentum going. I didn't think we would be slapped down like that. That guy was 58-3. What the hell was he doing?
Probably sat in a tank the whole time.
Was there tanks? I didn't even see a tank, I don't think. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, no news going. It's so weird when it's quiet. A lot of people they love the weekends and stuff, but when I get to the weekends, I'm just like, there is nothing news-wise that goes on.
Ooh, battery issue there. Wondering, do you want to find a new lobby? I don't know that. Navik or Narvik's the map to close out on.
What is Narvik? Oh, is it that? Yeah, okay,
The snow one.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I just
I think I
That
quit without
sucks.
you.
Oh, yeah. All good.
I'll send you the invite. It's not a big deal in this.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I was looking at the different like house plans. I feel like our market is really inflated, but if it drops by like 20%, I would be so stellar.
You could just jump right on that then, eh?
Yeah, that'd be really ideal. Really ideal. Because I do feel they're like inflated. Like 600k for like a new house is kind of just like, no, it's a little nuts for me. Okay, you might not love the game options that are present. We have Fagel and we have Narvik.
Oh, that's it?
I guess I can search for like a conquest? See if there's any conquest. Oh, we can do conquest on like anything. You want to do a conquest then?
Do they have Operation Underground at all?
Aerodome, Devastation, Aerodome, Mercury, Iojima. There's 13 people playing on an underground conquest.
Ouch. Okay. Surprise me, good sir.
Okay. I shall surprise and very likely disappoint. Oh, that one might be good.
Conquests.
Conquest. Yeah, I don't need to be told what the freaking hell conquest is, but thanks, game. My God.
That'd be funny, the video for Conquest. Have you even played Battlefield before? No.
I love the options that some games give you now where they're like, oh, I've never played this, or, wow, yeah, I've played this. Please don't explain this stupid concept to me, because I'm not an idiot.
Yeah, I like that in the sports games or whatever, like for hockey and all
Oh.
that. It's like, yeah, I've played this, you know. Hardest setting and everything, please.
I hate that your settings don't carry forward.
Your settings, and we were talking about this while we were all playing in our little team thing, is it would be really neat if they had like an overall stat thing and they could carry your stats from the other games over. You know how neat that would be? Like,
Yeah. It'd be so much, like, you should literally turn on a sports game every year and just be like, okay, it's the same as last time, and just have all your settings and stats.
yeah, like, it'd be so cool.
I think this is a good end, right? It's like about halfway through.
Oh, this is neat. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is about perfect. Yeah, guys. You're surprised I'm not killing King Kong. The amount of comments I've seen about this makes me kind of really want to take a look at this tomorrow.
What is it? The Vanguard thing, or
The Warzone King Kong versus Godzilla kind of thing.
so? Is it them fighting like a giant King Kong or whatever? Or what?
Yeah, they're fighting in the backdrop, and you're doing your thing, and they can like I think they can step on people and stuff.
That actually does sound kind of cool. I don't know. Huh.
Oh. I'm.
Can you imagine that? You're like on a great streak. It's like, oh god, King Kong just rolled over me. Thanks, Godzilla. Like,
No, it's just like you're fighting somebody in the final round. Godzilla steps on them. Give them the thumbs up. Thanks, Godzilla. Huh.
I think they would have did this as a promotion for that one movie or whatever, no?
Right?
Eesh.
I don't know. They're making money off the characters. Like $25 a pop. Everybody's probably getting paid healthy.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, just imagine how much Snoop Dogg made off of like $25 a character sell, and everyone, like half the people are playing as Snoop Dogg. It's cash money, Kevin.
Cash money for real, man. That's awesome. I think I said that on, what was it, your Call of Duty 3 or War? No, it was your World at War review, I believe, where it was like, oh, classic COD, that's some pretty cash money thing or something like that. I don't know.
Gotta get that cash money in. I like the look of this map. It's all torn up. You may sound strange, but you don't like Conquest. You've always been a Rush fan. Yeah, I'm not huge on Conquest because it just seems like random nonsense.
You're doing a spin around the map, right? Taking the same spot over and over.
I always struggled with Battlefield 4 because it was all conquest.
Yeah.
Because I never like really knew what to do, if that makes sense. Like,
I think that's what.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, okay. I was just gonna say that I think that's kind of what bothers me too about 4 is that Rush is obviously awesome, but like for whatever reason they didn't make that the 64 player count.
Mm-hmm.
That's only
I
the
don't think they
32,
ever
so
did.
it was like, yeah, no, they never did, and it's like it's not fun when you can play a 64 match, but yeah, I don't like Conquest really either. This map's okay because it's like Conquest I think works more on smaller maps.
Mm.
You know?
And then the flow and stuff. Like, I
Yeah.
don't hate Conquest, but it's just like I feel a real sense of like, what am I doing? Where am I going? What is the point of this?
Yeah.
And that kind of throws me off. Like anything like see, that's why I play a lot of objectives like Halo. I feel like I need something to kind of like to do and stuff. Like when you're playing Slayer though, at least in older Halo games, that there's that map control. You're fighting for these spots. But like, you know, like COD deathmatch, you're just running around in circles essentially.
I really like, yeah, I really do like objectives in games, like, what's it, Galactic Assault and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where in the new Star Wars, well, the newer Star Wars Battlefront 2, like where you like have totally different goals that you're trying to do. I thought that was always so cool. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Progressional stuff was neat.
Yeah.
But it depends on the player, right? Like, obviously, Conquest at Night, right? There's 2 matches, 3 matches of Breakthrough, 2 that are really playable.
Yeah.
And
Whoa.
everyone's here on Conquest. There's like a dozen or so maps, even at this hour. And it's kind of like, you could see what people like in Battlefield, but yeah, I need more of a sense of purpose. Like, I really, you know, it's harder for me to do those streams in those older CODs where it's just deathmatch, because it's just like, you're just moving around, doing stuff. And I'm used to in those games, you know, like COD 4 headquarters, right? Like, that's what we play.
Yeah.
We're always moving around the map and stuff. And yeah, it's deathmatch.
I was like search and destroy.
Yes, a lot of search, you know, you had purpose, but like, it's doing deathmatch.
Yeah.
Like, this one does have objective, right? Like, you're taking hills, but it's not really the focal point.
Well, that's it. Well, with Breakthrough, especially on like this one and like Grand Operations Battlefield 1, I do love how it focuses the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And you move through the map anyways, so you get to see it all.
Yeah.
But COD World War II, I love the objectives.
War was great in that.
Yeah, War is awesome. They never did enough with it.
Well, they did release maps, but they were all... See, now I'm hoping with Xbox buying them that they maybe make that DLC free, and then we could finally play War on some new levels.
Wouldn't that be neat? Yeah.
Yep.
I've never even tried them. I always forget they even made maps till you point that out, you know?
Yeah, they're locked behind the... I think that was the last year that they did the whole paying for DLC stuff, right? They did that in Black Ops 4? I honestly can't remember when they started. I think it was World War II was the last one they did where they like still had that season pass as in like a paid for season pass, right?
Yeah.
So they moved away from that. Because that was always funny though. Like the idea behind it was kind of smart though, right? Like you're playing old COD, it'd be like, oh, whatever his name doesn't have the DLC, so we can't play this or whatever. It's like a pressure.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they did get smart and they're like, we make more money not segmenting the community.
I think we've talked about it lots, but there is a weird balance. I almost missed the paid for content because it was guaranteed. Content. Yeah, you actually got content, which not all live like service is bad. Like some games do it right, but for a majority, you notice like the lack of content in some of these games. But anyway, sorry. Yeah, like the paid content's awesome, but at the same time, the live content, like you're pointing out, it is nice when everybody gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah. because even just playing World at War again or whatever, like the couple lobbies you get, and then out of nowhere you're booted because so and so doesn't have the paid content. It's like, well, here we are.
Yeah, that just sucked. So I'm hoping that Xbox does that. Really hoping. Maybe not like the newer ones, but like, you know. I'm not saying all DLC being free, but just the stuff that's like map packs and, you know, stuff where we miss out on content. Attack and defend modes, yep. I love demolition in COD. Demolition was the frickin' gold mine for me. It was that right balance of pushing people. What are you doing on that? Anyways, oh no, that's a different person. You know, like the tacticalness of search, but like the fast movement of another mode, right? Like you get so many kills, and it really felt intense as you're like pushing to get the bomb planted and disarmed, and yeah, I thought that one was really neat. I also love Drop Zone. You ever play Drop Zone?
I don't know that I remember Drop Zone.
So it was a hill that would switch spots, like a king of the hill. But when you're holding the hill, you're getting care packages drop down.
Really?
Yeah.
Sounds
So
kinda neat,
it actually gave you a true purpose in holding the hill.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you're getting like freaking, you know, maybe a chopper gun or maybe a turret. Like you're actually getting stuff for doing that.
That's interesting. You know what I just thought of? One of the first games I think to really use objectives, like as you push forward through a battle, that I could think of, Invasion on Halo Reach.
We had Rush before then.
Did we? Okay. I really like Invasion. I really like in my games, because I can just play anything and mindlessly shoot people. I just, for my imagination, I like to feel like I'm in a virtual war doing something.
Yeah,
You know, yeah.
Purpose.
Yeah, I
This
have a purpose,
guy
yeah.
also said Halo Reach Invasion was fun and Demolition was all he played back in the day. But that's seriously, like Modern Warfare 2 and stuff like that, Demolition was just... I think Black Ops 1 and 2, maybe not Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1 Demolition that was some intense stuff, man. Bending those positions and stuff. Like, I feel like they never quite got Demolition right after the older CODs since then, because they always switch around some elements of it. Like, for me, Halo, like, freaking the new Halo Infinite, I know people are liking Oddball for the first time, but, like, Oddball is not round-based. It's not meant to be round-based.
Well, that, and it's a ranked playlist, too. Oddball, to me, is for fun.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
'Cause then you get people taking it way too seriously with the ball and stuff.
Well, yeah, when you got guys sitting at the head. Yes, that's exactly what I was going to get at. So
It drives me freaking, like, that's not how Oddball is supposed to be played. But I'm loving that I saw a lot of comments on Reddit and stuff where people are like, oh, I never played Oddball before, but I've never tried it. And I'm like, oh, cool. People are finally appreciating this sick-ass mode.
Yeah. Oddball. Play ball.